Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to the Watch with Nordic live commentary stream. We are back yet again with another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream. Today we are commentating. Shit, I gotta update this. Give me a second, guys. We are commentating Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. And look at that. I'm so prepared. I put the wrong thing down up top. So give me a moment here, guys. But welcome, everybody. Good to see you all in the commentary. We got official DJ. What's up, bro? How we doing? Y'all grab your snacks and drinks. It's going to be a battle. Damn right. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. What's up, Darth Yeater? What's up, Ashley? Welcome back. Good to see you returning to another commentary. Sabe's here. What's up, Sabe? What's up, Bon? Q-Dog's here. What's going on? Trex is here as well. I see everybody slowly starting to trickle in. Good to see you all here in the wonderful commentary. Please excuse the top part. I'm updating that super quickly here. Just give me one moment. Of course, I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I thought this was good, but it's not good. So that is my fault. But yeah, guys, how we doing? It's Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. It feels like it's been a while since we've streamed. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's good to see you all here in the wonderful commentary. There you go. It should be updated now. Yep, there you go. Okay, we are all good and ready to go. So we're going to have a little bit of time till we actually get started here again. So again, go get a snack, go get a drink, do what you got to do. We will get ready for the opening period momentarily. So yeah, how did we get here? Well, I guess we should do the preview now, right? I'm already all thrown off because of the mess up in the graphic. But anyway, I've done that before. Game 1 of the Cup Final, it was a fast-paced game. There was a lot of goals scored, that's for sure. 9 total, 3 per period. It obviously started off with Nikolai Ehlers scoring 2 in the opening period. The Golden Knights coming back and getting the win with a late goal by Tomas Hertl to make it 5-4. The Golden Knights were able to hold on and get the win and take a 1-0 series lead. Now, heading into Game 2, definitely a lot of adjustments need to be made on both sides. As far as I know, there is no lineup changes on either side. Both teams are bringing the same lineup that they had in Game 1 of the finals. So no crazy changes here in terms of that. So there you go. Again, the starting goaltenders are the same as they've been. It is Carter Hart versus Frederik Andersen. So there you go. What's up, Nicholas? How we doing? Let's have another exciting game. Hell yeah. What's up, JB? How we doing? Saw Guy, hello from Iowa. What's up? Good to see you, brother. Got a good crowd here today, as always. Comment your guys' predictions. Who do you guys think is going to win Game 2? I think the Hurricanes are going to tie the series tonight. I think Carolina's going to tie the series tonight. What's up, Todd? How we doing? Good to see you, Todd. What's up, Rock and Roar? How we doing? Scott, what's going on? Go Canes. Love to hear that. Who do we think's taking Game 2? I'm going to say Carolina ties it. And I'm saying that solely for the reason I hope this goes 7 games. So I hope it's back and forth. I don't really care who wins. I just hope it goes 7. Looking forward to another great game. What's up, Tim? How we doing? Good to see you, brother. Marner. Do you think the Knights beat the Canes, or do you think the Canes beat themselves? I think the Golden Knights beat the Canes. The Golden Knights, I felt like the Hurricanes got off to a bit of a hot start. It kind of threw the Golden Knights off at the beginning of the game, and you saw that they were getting their looks, and they got better slowly but surely as the period went along. But it was pretty clear that, you know, again, the Golden Knights were going to pull away there, and they were able to get it done. But, I mean, Carolina acknowledged it themselves. Taylor Hall said in the media that they're going to be a hard team to beat. They play a tough system. They're playing hot, and Carolina needs to match that. What's up, Joshua? Good to see you again, brother. Already lost my bet, so now I'm right here to go 7. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. What's up, Judy Toronto? How we doing? Good to see you. Looking forward to another great game. Hell yeah. Hurricanes win tonight so we can bring home for Game 5 and win it here in Raleigh. It's a good mindset. All you need to do is win. I guess for Carolina, all you need to do is win 2 at home. Going to be another battle. A 1-point game. I hope so. Maybe we'll get the O word. Maybe we'll get the O word here today. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new, as everybody continues to trickle in. All right, updating everything here. There we go. Do I think low score or high? I think it's going to be less goals than game one. I think we might only see like 3 or 4 goals here in this one. I don't think it's going to be that crazy of a game in terms of the goals. So I think it's going to be a lot more smoother, a lot more defensive. I could be wrong. I've been wrong about that statement before, but I think that it's going to be a much more calmer game out of the gate. It felt like game one, it just, everybody was on their toes immediately after the Hurricanes scored, and things just got absolutely crazy. And both both teams were playing pretty ugly games defensively, very sloppy on both sides. The goaltenders weren't particularly the greatest either. So I think this game will be a much more low-scoring affair. It'll be closer, but again, that's the way that I like it. What's up, Kaylee? How we doing? As a Vegas fan, I'm nervous for tonight, but I think he'll pull it off. Say Golden Knights in 6. That's what I said as well. I think the Canes will win tonight. Maybe sweep? You never know. I mean, this Golden Knights team, nobody thought they'd sweep Colorado. Even Golden Knights fans were I remember Nicholas, I think you said in game 3, Nicholas, you're like, I have a feeling we're going to lose this one, but you guys pulled away and got it done. So, I mean, anything can happen. This Golden Knights team is a hell of a team. I have good memory if you can't tell. What's up, Michael? How we doing? Canes. Again, starting goalies tonight, it is Frederik Andersen versus Carter Hart. No changes on that front. I didn't think there would be any changes on that front. I didn't think either of the goalies were the issue. I thought it was just one of those games where it was like back and forth. It was still very close. So we'll see what happens here in game number 2. What's up, Jane? How we doing? Good to see you as always. Why did I open 2 water bottles? Like, am I just blind? All right, still got a couple minutes here until puck drop. Vegas wins tonight and it's over. Okay, we'll see, Craig. We'll see. Hope not sweep. Me neither, Bon. Me neither, Bon. Me neither. So stay tuned tomorrow. Tomorrow we are uploading our first prospect preview for the 2026 draft. Of course, it is Gavin McKenna. I'm hoping to do at least 10. 10 to 20 is what I want to do if I'm able to keep up the consistency and keep on putting the work in and get it done. So our first one's going to be Gavin McKenna. Then we're going to go to Ivar Stenberg, then Chase Reed, and I'll let you guys know what further ones we're doing after that. Go Knights, go. What's up, Josh? How we doing? How was my day? It was good, rock and roll. Pretty solid day. I'll say this, though. Had to go to the doctors today. I found out I have to get my wisdom teeth removed in July. So anybody in here get their wisdom teeth removed before? That's it's going to be an interesting time for me. I'm going to pre-record probably a week's worth of videos before I go and do that, before that happens, so I can just let myself rest for a little bit. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. Subscribe down below if you're new. We are 20 subs away from 7,200. Hoping to hit that here tonight. We'll see if we can, but all we can do is put the work in. But yeah, I got to get my wisdom teeth removed in July. That's going to be brutal. Should be okay, though. Get applesauce. Oh, that's actually a good idea. Came out like butter, but I've heard bad stories. Yeah, knowing me with my screwed up teeth and jaw and stuff, it's probably going to be a tough time. So, it's probably going to be a tough time. Thank you, Jane. Yeah, it's still a little ways away. It's about it's like a month and a half away at this point. So, I'm not too worried about it right now, but we did have to get it looked at today and get the x-rays and the stuff done. Head mix, okay. First hot day of summer. Nice. Good, Terry. It's been pretty hot here the last couple of days. I think we're in a real heat wave. And it could just be the fact that it's June. It could just be the fact that it's June. Knocked you out, I believe that. Popsicles and ice cream? Oh, yeah. All right, commercial break currently going on. How about the Knicks last night? Beat the Spurs? I was a little upset about that. I'm rooting for the Spurs, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, again, no changes to either team's lineup heading into tonight. It's the same lineups that it was in Game 1. It's the same two starting goalies that it's been the entire postseason for both these sides. Again, you talk about adjustments. Carolina definitely left a lot of Golden Knights net front. That was how a couple of the goals ended up converting. If Carolina wants to win Game 2, they really need to clean that up. When you were in the Army, your team medic removed one of your wisdoms on a deployment. Club oil will numb it if you can take the taste. Oil. I don't know if I can do that, Tim. You guys in the Army are way tougher than I am. That's for sure. Were and still are. All right, still got about, I would say, 10 minutes till puck drop here. Usually it's going to be around like 8:22, so maybe a little bit more time. Where do I think Dylan Larkin will end up? That was a shocker today. I didn't think I was going to see that today. For those who don't know, we made a video on it. It's uploaded here on the channel. Dylan Larkin requested a trade from the Detroit Red Wings today. He's been their captain for many, many years. And the Red Wings, after coming up to 10 years of not being in the playoffs, Larkin wants out. And I believe it, too. I talked about it in the thing where it's like it could be false. But the fact that the Red Wings didn't make any comment on it, the fact that Steve Yzerman didn't comment on the fact at all, is a bad sign. So you asked me where I think he'll end up. I really don't know. I'm not going to lie to you. I would love my Philadelphia Flyers to go after him. But I'm not sure, we're going to do that. So we'll see. And again, if they're going to facilitate a trade involving Larkin, it has to be NHL players. If they trade for prospects, I think Detroit might burn down. Although Detroit isn't, if they trade for prospects, they might burn that city down. All right, Canes getting ready to come out here onto the ice. The two respective teams getting ready for the national anthem in just a moment. As we did in our first game, we will do a pregame. We will I will turn up the TV. I will take off my hat, and we will do the national anthem, which I believe is coming up here in just a moment. All right, yeah, we got the national anthem here, folks. It's a special occasion, so I will turn up the TV. I will take off my hat. We will listen to the Star-Spangled Banner presented here live by Adam Lee Decker. Oh, hang on. Got the sign language girl. All right, here we go. National anthem. Thank you all for tuning in.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rent air, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All right, the national anthem has concluded here in Carolina. Always love to do that out of respect for each of the respective countries. We did it last year for Canada. We've done it every year for the United States, of course. We are ready to get started here with game number 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Starting goaltenders here on both sides. Carter Hart On one side for the Golden Knights, 13-4, a 2.33 goals against average and a .921 save percentage. On the other side for Carolina, it's Frederik Andersen, 12-2, a 1.65 and a .920 save percentage. He is making his 100th career start in the postseason. The Golden Knights have won 7 straight here in the playoffs, while the Carolina Hurricanes have a 23-7 record after losses here in the NHL this season. They're looking to tie this series up. What's up, Mr. Gigi? What's up, Surgeon? What's up, Douglas? How we doing? You guys are here just in time for game number 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. Will the Golden Knights take a 2-0 series lead heading back to Vegas? Or will the Hurricanes tie the series and make this go at least one more game? We'll find out. Game number 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. It's Eichel versus Stahl in the draw, and we are underway. Face-off is won with the Golden Knights. They will dump it down low into the Carolina zone. Freddie Anderson out of his net to play it. He will dump this one off the boards. Dorofeyev fighting for now with Stahl in the corner. Jordan Stahl gets it back. He'll dump it down the other way into the Golden Knights' end. Theodore fighting with Ehlers. He's trying to replicate what Game 1 was. Here's Jack Eichel. Off the boards to center. Barbashev ahead then for Dorofeyev. He will chip that one down low into the Carolina zone. Barbashev battling forward with Chatfield. Barbashev in front to Eichel. It's broken up by Stahl. Canes will play it back to center. And back into the Golden Knights' end. It will not be enough for an icing, though. Oh, no, it will be. It will be. Never mind. Icing is the call. It'll be 23-8. Yeah, saw that in the pregame here when I was watching the pregame show. 23-7. That includes the regular season and the playoffs for the Hurricanes. That is the best in the NHL. They are 1-0 after a loss in the postseason here, of course. Here's Ehlers now. Moves it into the zone. He'll dump it in on Carter Hart. Taking it back then is Jordan Marnook. Marnook below the line. Pass in front. Broken up top. Shot on by Nikishin. Goes wide of Carter Hart. Down low in the corner. Rasmus Anderson gets it back. He'll play it off the boards to Carlson. He'll chip this one all the way back into the Carolina zone. Miller battling forward with Mitch Marner. Miller will clear it around to the right corner. There is Howden. Will play it ahead then for Carlson. Battling for it down low in the corner. Keandre Miller tried to play it to center. Miller battling forward with Carlson. Grab back down low by Howden. Howden had a goal in Game 1. Mitch Marner behind the Carolina net. Marner shoots it. Saved by Anderson. On the right side, McNabb a drive. That one is blocked there by Walker. Hurricanes will take it back. It's Jackson Blake. Blake off the boards to Taylor Hall. Hall into the zone. Broken up by the Golden Knights. What's up, JP? How we doing? Carolina's got it. Chatfield gains the line. Will dump it down low into the Golden Knights' end. Theodore off the boards to McNabb. McNabb had 3 assists in Game 1. Here's Theodore. Back over then to Sissons. He'll carry it through center. Dumps it down low to the Carolina end. Chatfield off the boards to Svechnikov. Cross ice to Aho. Here's Aho. 1-on-1. He'll get around the D. Poke check by Coghlan. Canes recover. Slavin down low for Aho behind the net. Coghlan steals it back again. Stone will chip this one to center. Racing forward with speed. Tipped ahead by Smith. Smith into the zone. He falls on the ice. And the Hurricanes recover. Here's Jarvis. He's tripped by Coghlan. Canes fans want a penalty. And it looks like they'll get one. Their wish is granted. Seth Jarvis was tripped. And we are going to see a Carolina power play to open up this hockey game. It is Dylan Coghlan for tripping on Seth Jarvis. The Carolina Hurricanes will get the first power play of the game at 17:31. Got 125 people in here as always. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. Neither team had a power play goal in Game 1. The Hurricanes' power play obviously hasn't been the greatest statistically. We'll see if that changes tonight. It'll be Stahl on the draw now, taking it against Sissons. They'll kick Stahl out. Coming in then is Hall. The faceoff is won by Carolina. Blake battling forward with Lazone, and the Golden Knights will clear it down the other way. Freddie Anderson out of his net. He'll give it up then for Nikishin. Hurricanes will move this one through center. Drop back then to Stankoven. Here's Logan Stankoven. Right side to Ehlers. Hall up top. Nikishin to Blake. Blake down low. Saved by Carter Hart. Great chance by Taylor Hall. He'll recover the puck. Nikishin up at the point. Canes got control. Nikishin to Ehlers on the right side. He opened up the scoring in game one. Here's Ehlers. Up top, Nikishin. Down low to Blake. Blake, right circle, looking for options. Pass down low then to Stankoven. Stankoven up top. Broken up by Sissons. He'll backhand it down the other way. Hey, John, thank you for the $5 dono, brother. I greatly appreciate it. We're rolling today. I'm feeling great. Here's Shane Gostisbehere, dropping it back to Seth Jarvis. Jarvis to Ehlers. Halfway through the power play. Svechnikov battling forward with Carlson. Svech down low, stolen back by the Knights, and they will dump it down the other way. Freddie Anderson will give it up then for Shane Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere in the Carolina end. Plays it up top, then to Svechnikov. Here he comes. Fires it wide of Hart. William Karlsson will chip this one off the boards and back again into the Carolina zone. Shots are 1-1 with 30 seconds to go on the Hurricanes' man advantage. Here's Gostisbehere. Giving it back then to Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers will dump it into the Golden Knights end. McNabb will steal it back off the boards to Marner, who fires it into his own bench. And out of play. Little cheer there from the crowd. Face-off stays in the Golden Knights end. I know, right, Jane? John is a very generous guy. I appreciate all of his donations here in the postseason. It really does mean a lot. I'm really sad the playoffs are almost over. This season's almost over. I've had so much fun commentating games. I just can't wait to get back to it in September. William Karlsson taking the draw against Logan Stankoven. The faceoff is won by the Golden Knights. Here's Chatfield. Fires it. That one goes wide there of Carter Hart. McNabb off the boards then to William Karlsson. Karlsson will clear it. Back down low into the Carolina zone. Chatfield fighting with Marner. Down low now with it. He'll clear it off the boards to Blake. Power play is over. Another great kill by the Golden Knights. Knights have killed off 14 of their last 15 penalties. That dates back to the Avalanche series. Coughlin battling forward in the corner with Stankoven. Cleared back up top. On the right side, Slavin. Down low for Blake. Jackson Blake below the goal line. Brings it around Carter Hart. 5 minutes gone in this opening period. Here's Blake throwing it down low into the corner. Theodore gets it back then for the Knights. He'll chip it off the boards and back to center. Miller gains the line. Dumps it back again into the Golden Knights zone. Here's Shea Theodore. Theodore to Coughlin. Coughlin to center. He'll dump it down low into the Carolina zone. Walker cleared off the boards, kept in by Jack Eichel. Miller breaks it up. He'll backhand this one to center. Stahl gets it ahead. Banked off then for Marduk. He missed the pass and taken back by Coughlin. Brought back to center. Barbashev, right side. Lazone will dump it down low into the Carolina zone. Canes get control. They'll clear it back down the other way. Here's Carter Hart out of his net to play it. Cleared off the boards, try to get it to center. Hurdle to Sissons. Ahead then for Mark Stone. Sissons back over to Anderson. Stone down low. Rasmus pass in front. Hurdles there. Broken up by Robinson. Golden Knights keep control. Rasmus Anderson down low in the corner. Slavin back to Stone. Stone broken up. Robinson gets it back to center. Pass to Jankowski is broken up. Robinson will dump it back into the Golden Knights end. Svechnikov off the boards to Robinson. Robinson on the right side. Sisson steals it back then from the Golden Knights. He will dump it down into the Carolina zone. 6.5 minutes gone here in the opening period. We are still scoreless. Only one shot apiece here so far. That's significantly different from the previous game of this series. Here's Sebastian Aho. Off the boards to Gostisbehere. He will play this one up top. Here's Smith firing it down low. Kolasar gets it back then for the Knights. Kolasar behind the net to Dowd. Up top, Theodore fires it. That one's blocked through the traffic. Picked back up then by the Knights. Here's Dowd behind the Carolina net. Dowd up top. Shot on goes wide of Anderson as well. Puck is chopped all the way back down low into the Golden Knights' end. Jarvis is first to it. Jarvis puts one on and went off a Stahl and wide. Jordan Stahl battling for it then. It's played back to Smith, who will dump it into the Carolina zone. Canes will recover immediately. Stahl back down the other way into the corner of the Vegas end. Stolen back by Noah Hannafin. Hannafin to Marner. Backhanded off the boards and poke checked ahead by Carlson down into the Carolina zone. Keandre Miller. Back to Marnook. Marnook pass up to Ehlers. It'll slide in on Carter Hart. He'll cover up. And Nikolai Ehlers forces him to get a whistle. Only one shot apiece with 12:23 gone in this first period. It's still scoreless. Yeah, me too, Bond. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to keep on with the draft coverage. I really enjoyed the mock draft that we did earlier in the week. We did that yesterday. It was received really well. Thank you all so much for that. We got our first prospect preview tomorrow, and the draft is obviously later on in the month. But I'm looking forward to it as well. I missed the four-headers you called. Yeah, me too. McKenna for McDavid. That'd be quite a trade. Hoping for Rod Brindamore to get a cup. Canes deserve a cup. Yeah, it'd be nice to see them get one. They haven't won in 20 years. Evan for president. I wouldn't know the first thing about being a president. That's for sure. But yeah, guys, thank you all for your support on our first mock draft yesterday. I got like 2,500 views. That's done pretty good today. That's done pretty good since it's been uploaded. So I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Got our first commercial break here. Playing good D. Let's go Knights. Yeah, they're playing solid defensively. Again, if that's the way they're going to win this series. And again, it's already been a relatively even game compared to the last. Obviously, early on into the first game of the series, you know, the Canes were up 2-0, but here we are about 8 minutes in. It's scoreless. So I like to see that. I like to see a much closer game. Just want to get those shot totals up for sure. They would have more cups than Seattle has playoff appearances and Utah. And the Utah Mammoth. That's kind of crazy, too, when you think about it. That's kind of nuts. Actually, I guess it's not... I don't know if it's that crazy. Kraken haven't been around for very long. Yebon, only 2 shots total. All right, back here in Carolina, Nikolai Ehlers scored the opening 2 goals. One of those goals being the 3rd fastest goal in a Game 1 of the Cup final. And so far here in Game 2, we are still scoreless. We'll see how long that bodes for. Again, I said it in the pregame. I really did believe that this is going to be a much more closer game than the first in terms of the goals. Here's Slavin, a shot, jabbing at that puck on Hart. Marnook is there and a whistle blown dead. Hart has it. And some pushing and shoving here in front, but yeah, Carter Hart had that puck the whole time. There's a great chance off of another face-off for the Hurricanes. And it was just a puck that slid in front. Marnook trying to jab that one past Hart. Hart had it under his glove the whole time. Fortunately for him. Face-off coming up here now in the Golden Knights, and once again, it is Marnook who will take, Stahl who will take the draw. Jordan Stahl played in the 2009 Stanley Cup Final for the Pittsburgh Penguins against the Red Wings. Here's Slavin, a shot, saved by Hart. He'll play that one wide. Chatfield, loose puck, stolen back by Jack Eichel. Here's Eichel into the zone. He's got some room. Gets around the D. Pass in front. Dorofeyev a chance. He put it wide. Dorofeyev to Eichel. Pass up top. Nobody is there for the Golden Knights. It'll slide back into the Knights' end. Theodore back to McNabb. Shea Theodore dumps it off the boards to center. Hurdle battling for it then with Jarvis. Cleared all the way back down low into the Carolina zone. Keandre Miller. Miller gains the line. He'll dump it down low into the Golden Knights' end. Hannafin battling for it with Svechnikov. Anderson back to Mitch Marner. Marner, cross-ice pass, chipped off the boards and backhanded down low into the Carolina zone. Canes recover. Shots are 3-1 in favor of the Hurricanes. Golden Knights still back. Here's Marner up top. Broken up by Svechnikov. And now here he comes the other way. It's a 3-on-2. Svechnikov. Cross-ice pass is tipped away. And back down low into the corner. Rebounds there. Jabbing at that puck was Svechnikov. A good save by Hart. And Howden will chip this one back into the Carolina zone. Cleared off the boards. Marner gets it back. Carolina recovers. Taylor Hall. Try to clear it to center. Walker battling for it on the right side. Stolen back by K'Andre Miller. Miller in the Hurricanes' end. Here's Jackson Blake bringing it into the zone. Stolen back by Stone. Stone to Lazone. Lazone stolen back by the Hurricanes. Here's Logan Stankoven. Stankoven with Blake. Cross-ice pass. Play it up top. Golden Knights try and steal it back. Canes keep it in. Blake a shot. Saved by Carter Hart. Puck is cleared back to the right side. Stone up top. Slavin to Blake. Blake down low. Stankoven a great chance. Denied by Carter Hart. And the puck is cleared back into the Carolina zone. Shots are 6-1 in favor of Carolina as we cross the halfway mark of this opening period. Puck slides into the Golden Knights and Hart. Back to Theodore. Here's Nick Dowd to center. Battling for it with Robinson. On the right side, Carrier trying to get it loose. Here's Theodore. Cross-side to McNabb. McNabb off the boards by Dowd. Nikishin to center. McNabb taken back then by Smith. He'll backhand this one down low. Carolina gets it back in their own end. Taylor Hall will clear this one off the boards and all the way back into the Golden Knights' end. McNabb fighting with Carrier. It's a scramble for it down low in the Golden Knights' end. Here's Gosper stolen that loose puck. Got a shot on one at the side of the net. Here's McNabb. Battling for it in the corner. Stahl steals it back for the Hurricanes. Jordan Stahl, right side to Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers, cross-ice pass to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere waits. Top of the circle. Up top, Ehlers a shot. That one is blocked. And we need a whistle here. Braden McNabb just took a puck to the face. Oh, man, McNabb is off. He immediately goes off and heads to the locker room. The Hurricanes themselves were calling for a whistle. I apologize, guys. I forgot to start my clock. Oh, man. Hopefully Braden McNabb's okay. Hey, go Diego fishing. This is sick. Gonna throw it on the TV while I eat some wings. Sportsnet's too expensive. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. People do like to do that. I've seen some people send me photos. Ooh. Braden McNabb just took a puck to the visor, and the visor ricocheted into his face. That is brutal. Hopefully, Braden McNabb is okay. But thank you for the $7 donation, Diego. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hope to see you in future commentaries. Yeah, brutal to see there. Hopefully, Braden McNabb is okay. He'll be back. He'll be back. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We're at 39 likes here on the commentary. Hit that like button some more. We got 180 people in here. Good to see you all in the wonderful commentary. Golden Knights go. What's up, Joe? Shots are 6-1 in favor of the Hurricanes. Ugh. Oh, man. Yeah, hopefully McNabb's okay. You never wish to see injuries or anything like that. But he got off on his own and went to the room. I didn't see any blood on the ice. He wasn't... I didn't see him gushing any blood, so... Even if he was, I think he's going to be back in this game regardless. I mean, like... You know the motto. Hockey players are tough. All right, back here in Carolina. Scoreless hockey game. Carolina putting on the pressure here to open up this period. Golden Knights have been on their heels a little bit. And looking at the replay here. Yeah, he had a bit of blood. Yeah, hopefully McNabb is okay. That's a brutal play. to make. And again, you're never intentionally firing a puck in someone's face. It happens. It's a part of the game. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Sorry. Face-off coming up here now in the Golden Knights end. It's Dowd taking the draw against Stahl. So the Golden Knights are down to 5 defensemen. I'll get it right at some point. Face-off won by the Golden Knights. Noah Hannafin will clear it off the boards and back into the Carolina zone. Shane Gostisbehere in his own end. Gostisbehere off the boards to center. Robinson battling for them with Anderson. What's up, Trash Panda? I have the Golden Knights winning in 6, but I would love to see it go either way. Here's Dowd. Backhanding it down low into the Carolina zone. Alex Nikishin gets it back for the Hurricanes. Nikishin, the rookie defenseman with speed, will carry it into the Golden Knights end. He'll chip it down low into the corner. Now Anderson battling forward with the end. Kowski down low. Hannafin takes it back then for the Golden Knights. Hannafin to Kolasar. Cleared off the boards to center. Gostisbehere. Pass down low to Stahl. We've seen Stahl a lot here in this game. Jordan Stahl. Up top to Slavin. Slavin fires it around behind the net. Then Ehlers in front of Marnook. Puck is broken up there. Theodore battling forward with Marnook. Here's Nikolai Ehlers. Ehlers at the point. Looks. Fires it. That one goes wide there of Hart. Right side Kolasar battling forward with Stahl. Golden Knights will force this one back to center. Here's Ehlers with speed. Slap shot. Saved by Carter Hart. Cleared off the boards. Chatfield. Behind the net then for Theodore. Theodore right side to Ehlers. Ehlers chipped to Dorofeev. Dorofeev to Eichel. He's got some speed. Eichel cross ice. Barbashev down low. It's blocked. Here's Stankoven on the right side. Back over to Chatfield. Jalen Chatfield now down low in the corner. He'll clear this one to center. Puck will slide back into the Golden Knights end, and that is an icing at 7:15. Still scoreless here in the first. Horse races. That's interesting. Yeah, I know, right, JP? 2 cups in essentially 10 years. Face-off won by Carolina. Jalen Chatfield off the boards to Blake. Down low now into the Carolina zone. Freddie Anderson. Ahead then to Slavin. Slavin cross ice to Stankoven. Stankoven fires it. That one's blocked there by Hannafin. Logan Stankoven fighting with Hannafin. William Karlsson off the boards. Back over then for Hannafin. Up top, Hall fires it. That one goes wide of Hart. And it stays in play. Golden Knights battling for it down low in the corner. Stankoven to Hall. Hall broken up by Marner. Shot on there, saved by Carter Hart. Here's William Karlsson. Trying to backhand this one to center. Mitch Marner will steal it back, and he'll backhand it down low. Here's Howden. Breakaway. Fires it. He scores! Brett Howden opens up the scoring. It's 1-0 Golden Knights. His 12th of the postseason. On their second shot of the game, it was a backhand from the defensive zone by Mitch Marner. And Howden puts it past the glove side of Anderson. And big game Brett. I like that. I like that, Darth Theater. Big game Brett. 1-0 Golden Knights. With 6.5 minutes to go in the first period, the Golden Knights have taken a 1-0 lead. Howden has matched his goal total from the regular season. He had 12 in the regular season. He now has 12 in the postseason. Here's Mark Stone off the boards to center. You need guys like that if you want to win a Stanley Cup. Rasmus Anderson to center. Slavin gets it back then for Carolina. He will clear this one to center. Here's Jarvis. 3-on-2. Sveshnikov pass over. And Aho could just rebounds there. How did that stay out? Sveshnikov had a wide open net. I think Hart got a piece of it or something. Either that or it went wide. Here's Sheffield, a shot. Saved by Hart. And a whistle blown dead. I want to see how that puck stayed out on that Sveshnikov chance. Brett Howden, 12th goal of the postseason. 1-0 Golden Knights. Of course, they won't show the replay of how Hart made that save. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We have over 200 people in here. It's good to see you all here in the wonderful commentary. I greatly appreciate your support. We are 16 subs away from 7,200. How about that? Brett Howden. Off of the Marner backhand. That's Marner's 16th assist in the playoffs. I think Anderson gets replaced this game. We'll see, Lucky. We'll see. I don't know. It seems like they found a way to beat him on that low glove side. They've beaten him that way a couple of times here in this series. All right, back here in Carolina. Oh, shit, my clock's going. I'm making a ton of errors today. What's going on? First the score bug, and now this. 5:42 to go in the first period. Hurricanes are leading, Golden Knights are leading 1-0. It's Brett Howden who gets around the defense. He's mic'd up, I suppose. Face-off coming up here now. It's going to be in the Golden Knights' end. Face-off won by Carolina. Here's Nikishin. Down low in the corner. Alex Nikishin up top. Shot from Jarvis. Denied by Hart. Golden Knights will play it to center. Hurdle off the boards and back into the Carolina zone. This will be an icing. Hey, Darth Eater with the $18 dono. Thank you, Darth Eater. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, that gets us to 1,600. Wow. Thank you, Darth Eater. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. That's really kind. Thank you. Hell yeah. $1,600 in donations throughout the whole year. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. It means a ton. It really means the world to me. Thank you. Face-off coming up here now in the Carolina zone, and I repay you guys with some hopefully great commentary. Face-off win with the Golden Knights. Rasmus Anderson will dump this one to center. Miller will backhand this one down low into the zone for the Hurricanes. Hannafin. And a whistle blown dead. Here at 5:16, penalty coming up. Against the Golden Knights, too. Hurricanes power play coming up. Colton Sissons for roughing. Golden Knights, PK will have to get back to work again. They've killed off 14 of their last 15. We'll see if they can make it 15 of their last 16. My phone is really laggy right now. I don't know what's going on. I need a new phone. All right, another 2-minute power play coming up for the Hurricanes. It is Dowd versus Stahl. The face-off is won by the Hurricanes. Stankoven up top, pass to Blake. Blake on the right side, up top then for Nikishin. Down low, Stankoven, pass in front is blocked by Theodore. Logan Stankoven trying to play a pass up top, kept in by Nikishin. Dowd battling for it, puck slides to center. Racing for that loose puck is Smith. He won't have a ton of room as it trickles into the zone. Hurricanes get it back and recover. Stankoven drops it back for Stahl. Stahl to Nikishin. Nikishin off the boards for Ehlers. Ehlers to Nikishin. Drop back to Stankoven. Logan Stankoven. Right side to Ehlers. He'll get through the defense. Broken up by the Golden Knights. They will backhand it down the other way. Here's Jackson Blake. Nikishin in the Carolina zone. Alex Nikishin, cross ice to Ehlers. Ehlers battling for it on the right side. Up top then for Blake. Blake at the point of Nikishin. Nikishin to Hall. Hall, cross ice to Blake. Blake up top. Down low then for Ehlers. Here's Ehlers looking for options. Ehlers to Blake. Jackson Blake in front. Hall is shot. Save there. Rebounds in the crease on Carter Hart. Broken up by Marner. They will backhand it down the other way. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it, brother. You've been awesome. I really appreciate your support, man. I see all your comments. It means a ton. Here's Gostisbehere to Sebastian Aho. He'll backhand this one in on Hart. He'll make the save. Golden Knights will clear it off the boards into the Carolina zone. With 15 seconds to go on the power play. Jarvis fighting with Stone. Stone gets it back shorthanded. Broken up by Jarvis. Here come the Hurricanes the other way. It's Aho to Svech. Cross ice pass is broken up. Here's Aho now battling for it behind the net. Clear back up top. Ehlers right side to the point then the Gostisbehere. Shot! And that one is blocked. Down low in the corner now is Anderson battling for it with Svechnikov. Power play is over. Here come the Golden Knights. It's a 2-on-2. Sissons to Eichel. Eichel up top. Broken up by Slavin. Hurricanes will dump it back into the Golden Knights' end. 3 minutes left in the opening period. Shots are 6-2. But it's a 1-0 lead for the Golden Knights. Here's Chatfield. Up top. Shot from Lazone. That one goes wide. Hurdle. Fighting with Marduk now in the corner. Dorofeev. Back around behind the net. Penalty coming up. It's against the Hurricanes. Theodore. At the point. 6-on-5. Fires it. That one goes wide. Delayed penalty against Carolina. Dorofeev a backhand. And touching it is Carrier at 2:18. And now we're going to get a Golden Knights power play coming up. Jordan Stahl will head to the box for holding. And we will see a Golden Knights power play. Their first power play of the game. Rangers legend Brett Howden. Hell yeah. I forgot he played for the Rangers. Face-off coming up in the Carolina zone. Jankowski versus Hurdle. It'll be Eichel who will come in for Hurdle now. See you, Austin. Face-off. Won by the Golden Knights. Here's Mitch Marner up top. Marner fires it up, and that one goes down low behind the net. Stone fighting with Walker. Stone right side to Eichel, up top to Marner. Marner shoots it. That one is blocked. Here's Eichel. Right side to the point then to Marner. Marner to Hurdle. Hurdle to Marner. Back over to Eichel, top of the circle. Eichel to Marner up top. Right side to Hurdle. Hurdle to Eichel. Stone down low. Pass in front. Broken up by the Hurricanes, who will dump it down the other way. Here's Marner in the Golden Knights' end. Knights were 0 for 3 in Game 1. The Hurricanes have killed off 52 of 56 power plays in the entire postseason. Mitch Marner gives it back to Jack Eichel. Here's Eichel through center. Gains the zone. Fires one through the crease of Anderson. Up top, Dorofeev. Dorofeev to Hurdle. Hurdle to Stone below the line. Stone to Eichel. Eichel up top then for Marner. Marner to Hurdle. Stolen back by the Hurricanes. Here they come shorthanded. 2-on-2. Jarvis up top. Here's Aho. He lost the puck. He'll recover though. And backhanded down low. Last minute of play in the opening period. What's up, Jeff? I'm doing good. How are you? Here's Marner. with 30 seconds to go on the Golden Knights power play. Marner back to William Karlsson. Karlsson to Anderson. Rasmus Anderson will dump it around behind the net then to Barbashev. Here's Barbashev to Howden. Howden down low behind the net then. Carolina picks it back up and cleared back down into the Golden Knights end with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Carter Hart back to Howden. Howden behind the net then for Theodore. Carolina's now cut off 53 of 57. Theodore to William Karlsson. He'll dump it down low, broken up by the Canes. It's cleared the other way. 10 seconds to go in the period. Hannafin will fire it off the boards and back into the Carolina zone. We will see an icing here at the last second. 3 seconds to go in the first. The Golden Knights lead 1-0. Face-off coming up in the Golden Knights end. Karlsson versus Stankoven. The face-off is one of the Knights, and that'll do it for the first. Miller fired a shot at the buzzer. The Golden Knights did not like that. But regardless of that, Brett Howden with the only goal in the first period. It was a closer first period than the previous one. Less goals scored, but still a goal scored regardless. 2 shots for the Knights. And a goal by Brett Howden, his 12th of the postseason. And it is a 1-0 lead for the Knights after 20. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for period number 2 momentarily. This is the countdown to the second. And as always, thank you all very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. See you, Bon. Have a good one, bro. Have a good rest. Knew you were saying that because you were tired. All right, how we feeling? Only 14 subs away from 700. Yeah, Jane, hit that subscribe button. We are 14 subscribers away from 7,200. Golden Knights kick the Avalanche with less shots. Yup, you're right. Golden Knights are used to getting outshot. I feel like they play better when it's like that. With Marner being the favorite to win the Conn Smythe, who do I think the other easy picks right now? Carter Hart's in the conversation for sure. I would say Jack Eichel's in there too. Probably Brett Howden, Dorofeev. On Carolina's side, you have like Stankoven. You have Frederik Andersen, I would argue too. He's kind of killed his case though in the finals so far. But yeah, it seems more likely than not it's going to be a Golden Knight that wins the Conn Smythe, but we'll see. Oh man, a little less nervous. It's still not over yet. Knicks in 6? Nah, it's Spurs in 7. Spurs in 7. Calling it. Spurs in 7. You could win the Conn Smythe? Yeah, give it to Mr. Gigi, bro. Come on. Come on. It's the obvious choice. My Twitter is down. Either that or my Wi-Fi is just not cooperating. Anybody else's X not working? I'm getting tweets. I can't load them though. want to make a clip of the Howden goals, so I'll just keep trying till it lets me. But yeah, guys, anything going on? Tomorrow's Friday. Anybody got any Friday plans or weekend plans? I'm going to see a baseball game tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Always love to go watch some baseball. No, it's not for everybody in the chat. I think Mr. Gigi's the one that hates it. But Cassidy for Conn Smythe. My Twitter is down as a Oh my god. My X is down. Sorry, guys. Cubs are letting you down at the moment, of course. Who am I going to see? I am going to see the Harrisburg Senators take on the Somerset Patriots. Some double-A baseball tomorrow. We're going to Harrisburg, PA. Looking forward to it. I haven't been to the Harrisburg Stadium, so should be fun. Doesn't look like it's that crazy, but you know, I always like to go to another. My ex is down is what a divorcee would say. Yeah. Always fun to go to different stadiums and stuff. Nice, Nicholas. That sounds fun. Get some seafood. It's been a while since I've had seafood. Man, my Twitter really is down. Either that or my phone's just not cooperating with me. Let's see if my Instagram works. Looks like my Instagram works. Go follow my Instagram. Dickinson.45. Go follow my Instagram. MySpace don't work. MySpace. Wow. Holy throwback. Take a day off? Hell yeah, man. Damn, Jeff. Yeah, we'll still have videos tomorrow. We'll have videos every single day, of course. Cam Ward sounded the siren today. Nice. Haven't been to a live game in years. Wow. Gotta go out to one, man. I know it's expensive for some cities and stuff, but memories are more important than the dollars. Oh, man. Salt Lake Bees? Nice. That sounds fun. Oh, my God. Yeah, my Twitter really is down. Man. Little unfortunate. Whatever. I believe that, Nicholas. All right, Brett Howden, 12th of the postseason is the only goal we have here in the hockey game so far. That is his 15th. 15th. Or sorry, yeah, 15th in a live commentary. Which is pretty significant. He's in the top, I believe, 5 in terms of goals with that. Appreciate your commentary. Play on plays on point. Listen to work when I can't watch the game. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of people tend to do that, and I really appreciate that crowd of people. They're awesome. You guys are all awesome. Let's go Hurricanes. Yeah, we'll see if they can tie it. Oh, my Twitter is working. My Twitter is fixed. All right, still got about 9.5 minutes to go till the second period, but Brett Howden opens up the scoring. It's 1-0 Golden Knights. All right. Mitch Marner, 47th point when I live stream him. All right, there we go. Listening from work. What's up, Earl? Good to see you, brother. All right. Oop. Oop, oop, oop. All right, there we go. Golden Knights lead 1-0. Here after 20 minutes of play. Just kind of taking a chill pill, hanging out for a little bit. Looking forward to a great weekend here, hopefully. We'll be live on Saturday for Game 3. All right. Trying to backhand this one to center. Mitch Marner will steal. Handed down low. Here's Howden. Breakaway fires and he. He'll backhand it down low. Here's Howden. Breakaway fires and he scores. Brett Howden opens up the scoring. It's 1-0 Golden Knights. This is the 46th Stanley Cup final in a row, which Yager, a teammate of Yager, has been in. Yeah, I saw that graphic the other day. That's pretty insane. It's pretty nuts. Has to be Carolina's lowest shots per period in a long time. Yeah, it's certainly up there. It's certainly up there. I'm not exactly sure if it's statistically that, but yes. Yarmir rearranged as Mario Jr. Really? I guess it is. I didn't think about that. So correction, shots are actually 7-2 in favor of Carolina. Looking at the numbers now, it's 7-2 in favor of the Carolina Hurricanes. All right, still got about 5.5 minutes to go till the start of the second. Still got some time. Again, as always, thank you all very much for tuning into the channel. All right. That's all done. That's good because I need the under. Oh, yeah? Thank you, Bradzilla. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. It is always really, really appreciated. All right. All right, perfect. Howden clip is uploaded. Got it all done. All right, second period coming up in just a moment. PK wearing his grandma's curtains. He's always got the most interesting fits, doesn't he? All right, guys. Second period coming up in exactly 4 minutes. Comment your prediction down below. Who will have more goals in this second period? Will it be the Hurricanes? Will it be the Golden Knights? Or will they be even? I think Carolina ties the game. Hurricanes will tie the game. Golden Knights, okay. All right. Golden Knights, Stone goal, 33 seconds in. Vegas, Canes tie. Okay. Vegas wins in third. 3-1 end of the second. 2-1 Golden Knights, end of second. All right. We shall see. We shall find out here in just a moment. Golden Knights, again, very good third period team here in the postseason. Certainly worth noting. All right. 15 subs away from 7,200. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're new. Hoping to get the 7,200 here by the end of this one tonight. If not, it's all good. We'll keep on putting the work in regardless. 104 degrees in Vegas right now. Wow. It is hot. So are the Knights, though. So are the Knights. Who is going to win? I think the Canes will tie it. I think the Canes will tie the series. Alrighty, everyone. Let's get ready for the start of period number 2 between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes. First period recap, goals were scored by Brett Howden, making it a 1-0 lead for the Golden Knights here after 20 minutes of play. Getting ready for your stats through 20. Shots are 8-2 in favor of the Golden Knights. The Hurricanes. Faceoffs were dead even at 50%. Power plays, Golden Knights 0 for 1, Hurricanes 0 for 2. That can't be right. Oh, yeah, no, that is right. Never mind. Hits are 16-11 in favor of Carolina, and block shots are 6-2 in favor of Vegas as well. Where are we playing tonight? We are in Carolina. All right, thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. Period number 2 coming up here in a matter of seconds between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes. Who will get the goals in this one? We'll find out. Second period is underway. Face-off won by Carolina. It's Miller who will dump it off the boards. Puck goes way up in the air. Eichel plays it away. Shut on by Ehlers. Goes wide of Carter Hart. Right side stall. Down low in the corner for Marnook. Marnook battling forward with Hanifin. Hanifin, right side then to Barbashev. Poke check by Dorofeev. Here's Jack Eichel. Fighting for it with Stahl. It's grabbed back by Hanifin. Rasmus Andersson will dump this one in the air and down into the Carolina zone. Miller. Back off the boards to center. Golden Knights take it back. It's Shea Theodore. Theodore cleared off the boards and all the way back into the Carolina zone. Freddie Anderson. Down low for Chatfield. Chatfield behind the net then for Slavin. Jacob Slavin in the Carolina zone. He'll look for options. Cross ice to Chatfield. Chatfield, right side to Blake. Blake into the zone. Circles around. Try to play it up top. He's tied up by William Karlsson. Now Taylor Hall battling forward with Theodore. Carolina gets it back. Down low, Ehlers to Hall. A shot he fanned on that puck. Golden Knights will backhand this one to center. Here's Marner with speed. Mitch Marner gains the line. Will dump it down low. Stankoven battling forward with Karlsson. Cleared off the boards by Carolina. Here's Taylor Hall. Broken up by Marner. Marner, a backhand pass to Howden. Howden to Hanifin. Hanifin carries it into the zone. He'll get around the defense. Pass through the crease is broken up. Here's Jackson Blake battling forward with Marner. Rasmus Andersson will come into his net to play this puck. It's stolen back then by Hurdle. Hurdle fighting for it then. Played back up top. Hurdle gets it back. He's in the corner. Tied up there by K'Andre Miller. Miller to Stankoven. Plays it to center. Here's Taylor Hall with speed. He'll get around the defense and dump it down low to the Golden Knights' end. 2 minutes gone in this second period. Hurdle off the boards to center. Golden Knights carried into the zone. It's Stone. Shut on. Saved by Anderson. Sissons. Battling forward with Sveshnikov. Grabbed back by Hurdle. Hurdle up top to Anderson. He'll clear this one around behind the net then. Jacob Slavin trying to get it free. Rasmus Andersson cross ice in front. Kolasar denied there by Anderson. He'll cover up. And Freddie Anderson now starting to make some saves at the very least here in this second period. Yeah, Brayden McNabb has not returned here in this second period, so hopefully McNabb is okay. Probably taking a look at it for further evaluation. Maybe he'll be back in the third. We'll see. Golden Knights down to 5 defensemen. Face off. One back by the Golden Knights. Here's Dow trying to fire one down low. Taken back then by the Hurricanes. Clearing it into the zone is Robinson. Robinson battling forward with Coughlin. Theodore off the boards. Nikishin fighting with Smith. Here's Dowd to Theodore. Right side then to Kolasar. Kolasar will dump it down to the Carolina zone. Gostisbehere. Right side then for Dow. Battling for on the right side. Carrier off the boards by Robinson. And back into the Golden Knights end. Shea Theodore. Down low now in the Golden Knights zone. Theodore off the boards for Dowd. Nick Dowd will dump it down low into the Carolina end. Nikishin. Played ahead for Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers. He's tripped. Stolen back by the Golden Knights. Rasmus Andersson will play it the other way. Here's Barbashev. Backhand. Saved by Andersson. The rebound is poke check to the corner. Here's Gostisbehere. Cleared off the boards. He'll dump it down to the Golden Knights end. That's an icing. Golden Knights with the first 3 shots of the period. Shots are now 8-5. Said McNabb left the building in his flip-flops. Don't think he'll be back this game. Ooh. If that's the case, then I'm going to say no. then I'm going to agree with that and say no. I haven't seen that, though. Maybe Kaplan said something about it. I'm not sure. Face off in the Carolina zone. It's a tie-up. One back then by the Hurricanes. Nikishin off the boards for Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers brings it back into the Carolina zone. 3.5 minutes gone in the second. Shane Gostisbehere off the boards then for Ehlers. He'll break this one through center. Ehlers into the zone. Fires it on. That one goes wide there of Hart. Dorofeev battling for it with Stankoven. Theodore off the boards to Eichel. Will chip this one all the way back into the Carolina zone. Sean Walker. Cross ice to Miller. Miller off the boards then for Walker. Walker chips it to center. Lazone battling for it with Blake. He'll dump it down low into the Carolina zone. Keandre Miller to Stankoven. Stankoven cross ice to Walker. Walker into the zone. He's got some room. Fired it wide of Hart. Here's Blake in the corner back to Taylor Hall. Hall fighting with Marner. Down low, Blake trying to get that puck loose. He'll fight for it then with Hannafin. Here's Hall. Down low in the corner. Up top then. Here's Walker. Walker to Hall. Back down low into the corner then. Blake battling for it with Lazone. Marner fighting with Walker. Blake in the corner then to Stankoven. Logan Stankoven up top. Looking for options is Miller. Miller back to Stank. Here's Stank up top to Chatfield. Chatfield down low for Hall. Taylor Hall, cross ice pass, stolen back then by the Golden Knights. It's a 3-on-2. Marner into the zone with speed. He'll look for options. Try to backhand that one on. It's poke checked away. We have a penalty coming up, and it's against the Hurricanes. Yeah, Troy. Brutal. Power play for the Golden Knights coming up. It is Keandre Miller. Two minutes for tripping. Miller's stick gets into Brett Howden's feet. And we have a Golden Knights power play coming up. Shots are 8-5 in favor of the Hurricanes, but the Golden Knights have the first 3 shots of this period. And those are the only shots so far. Now the Knights have a chance to make it a 2-0 hockey game. We'll see if they can. Again, Carolina, all but 4 power plays they've killed off in the postseason. Eichel versus Stahl. Face-off coming up here now in the Carolina zone. It is a tie-up, won by the Golden Knights. Marner to Eichel. Up top, Marner waits to Eichel. A shot. That one is blocked. Stahl will play it with his stick. He'll get it to center. Here's Stahl. He'll send Carolina the other way. Marner to backhand. Saved by Carter with the pad. Jack Eichel carries it now through center. Poke checked away. Eichel off the boards and back into the Carolina zone. Slavin clears it to center. Puck will slide again down low into the Golden Knights end. Mitch Marner to Dorofeev. Pavel Dorofeev gains the line. Cross ice to Hertl. Hertl up top to Stone. Mark Stone, cross ice, stolen back by Chatfield. Here come the Canes with speed. Into the zone is Aho. Aho fires it. Saved by Hart. Rebounds in the crease. Knights will steal it back. Here's Stone the other way. 3-on-2 for the Knights. Stone will come in slowly. Up top, Eichel fires it. That one goes wide of Anderson. Mitch Marner back to Mark Stone halfway through the Knights power play. Here's Jack Eichel. Up top to Stone. Stone down low. Marner pass over. Broken up. Canes trying to clear. Played up top to Eichel. Eichel to Hertl. A sprawling Anderson. Thankfully no shots were on. He got up. Stone below the goal line. Brings it up top to Eichel. Eichel cross ice to Marner. Marner to Dorofeev. A shot off the skate of Stone in the back door. Hertl to Stone. Right side to Eichel. Eichel to Marner. Shot goes down low to the corner. Now Jarvis trying to get it free. Stolen back by Walker. Walker will backhand it to center. In front, Hurdle a great chance. Poke checked away by Anderson. Here come the Canes. Walker into the zone. He's got Aho. Fires it. And that one is blocked. And back down low to the corner. Power play will come to a close. That is 54 of 58. Here's Howden coming in again. He scores! Brett Howden, another 2-0 Golden Knights. Darth Eater, please do not spoil, brother. Please do not spoil. 7 seconds after the power play, it's Brett Howden with the goal assisted by Ivan Barbashev. 2-0 lead for the Golden Knights. Big game, Brett. Two goals on 6 shots for the Golden Knights here in this one. Yeah, guys, please do not spoil. Please do not spoil. Mods will time you out if you do. Here's Shane Gostisbehere dumping it down low into the Golden Knights' end. Hannafin battling forward with Robinson. Here's Rasmus Anderson now carrying it through center. He'll gain the line and chip it down low to the Carolina zone. Nikishin fighting with Dowd. Alex Nikishin clears it off the boards to Robinson. Robinson to center. Hall. And an offsides here against Carolina at 12:03. Shots are 10-6 in favor of the Hurricanes, but 2 goals for the Golden Knights. .12:03 to go in the second. 2-0 Canes. Two 2-0. Oh, that is not good. Knights pull out in front in commanding fashion. Yeah, Brett Howden, again, another goal where he just gets around the defense 1-0 and beats Anderson. Oh, man. Not the type of situation you want to be in if you're Carolina. Howden has more playoff goals than he did in the regular season. Hurricanes are in trouble, I agree. Hurricanes are definitely in trouble. Oh, man. Well, I don't know if I'd say I wasn't expecting this, but certainly a bit of a shock for some. All right. Get out the brooms. Hey, it's only game 2, and it's halfway through game 2. Hurricanes can come back. Ooh, I just popped my pimple. 2 goals on 6 shots just can't happen. Yeah, I agree. Can't be letting that happen. Face-off outside of the Golden Knights end is one of the Knights. Down low now, Smith, right side to Hurdle, will clear this one all the way back into the Carolina zone. Shane Gostisbehere gives it back for Miller. Miller broken up then by the Golden Knights. Nikishin steals it back for the Canes. Svechnikov will chip it into the Golden Knights end. Anderson, right side to Mark Stone. He'll backhand this one to center. Sissons. Grabbed back by Aho. Cross-ice pass tipped there by Svechnikov. Back down low to the Golden Knights end. Here's Lazone. Cleared off the boards and all the way back into the Carolina end. Jarvis to Walker. Cross ice pass. Jarvis into the zone. Fires it. Saved by Carter Hart. Hart back to Marner. Marner off the boards. Howden battling for it down low. Jarvis, big hit there. Here's Aho. Backhanding it up top. Shot there from Miller is broken up. Golden Knights will backhand this one all the way into the Carolina zone once again. Seth Jarvis. Nikolai Ehlers. Off the boards to Jarvis. Jarvis will fire it off of a broken stick down low. Wraparound for Stahl. Broken up by the Knights. Up top, Sheffield. Fired it wide. On the right side, Miller. Backhands it down low into the Golden Knights zone furthermore. Anderson stolen back by Jarvis. Knights will still force it to center. And the Canes will come back to their own end. Chatfield to Miller. Canes need some life here. Stahl into the zone. Fires it. Saved by Hart. Here's Taylor Hall. Battling for it down low in the corner with Hannafin. Jackson Blake fighting with Jack Eichel. Stolen back again. Eichel will take it to center. Thank you, Brian Mitch. I appreciate it. Into the Carolina zone is Freddie Anderson. He'll fire this one off the boards to center. Blake. Cross ice pass. Golden Knights break this one up. Barbashev down low to Eichel. Eichel fighting for it now with Slavin. Cleared back down low into the corner. Pavel Dorofeev trying to get this one back. Dorofeev to Eichel. Up top then Theodore a shot. That one goes wide. Jackson Blake trying to get it to center. He'll do so successfully all the way back into the Golden Knights end. That is an icing. And Carolina fans do not like that. Shots are 11-6 in favor of the Hurricanes. It was Brett Howden who had the second goal of the game as well as the first. He's got 2 on the night. Face-off coming up here in the Carolina zone. Won by the Knights up top. Coughlin a shot. That one goes wide there of the Anderson net. Jackson Blake on the right side fighting with Dowd. Chatfield cleared to center. Taylor Hall will dump it back down low. Golden Knights will get it back here in their own end. Here's Noah Hannafin. Moving it now through center. He'll chip it into the Hurricanes end. Nikishin to Gostisbehere. We'll dump it all the way back into the Golden Knights zone. That is another icing. Ain't over till it's over. Still time for the Canes to turn this around for sure. You never know. You never know. Two goals on 6 shots for the Vegas Golden Knights. Face off here now, one of the Knights. Here's Stone. Down low to Anderson. Fires it. That one goes wide there of Anderson. Frederick Anderson, that is. Battling for it on the right side, Colton Sissons. Alongside Lazone and Robinson. Golden Knights will pick it back up now on their own end. Mark Stone. Back to center. Alex Nikishin now. Clears it off the boards and all the way back into the Golden Knights end. It slides in on Carter Hart. He'll play it over them for Anderson. Anderson fighting with Walker. In the corner, Robinson. Right side to Aho. Up top. Shot on there is blocked. Golden Knights will play it to center. Hurdle. Try to dump it down low. Sean Walker takes it back. Poke checked ahead by Marnook. Jordan Marnook battling for now in the corner. Up top. Shut on. Goes wide of Carter Hart from Aho up top. Here's Aho. Looking for options. Sebastian Aho, pass up top. Walker, down low then for Miller. Keandre Miller, fired one on, it was blocked, and cleared all the way back into the Carolina zone. Here's Miller to Aho, pass down low is blocked by Carlson. Stolen back by Brett Howden. Howden to William Karlsson, fires it, it's gloved by Anderson. William Karlsson with plenty of room is denied. Only 8 shots for the Golden Knights, and a fourth of them have crossed the goal line. 2-0. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We're 15 subs away from 7,200. Can't go down 2-0 at home. Gotta be 1-1 at least. Yeah, if the Canes drop 2 at home, it's a long road. Yeah. I mean, again, if you're in that situation, all you need to do is just win 1 at home for the Golden Knights. If you win either game 3 or 4 or both, the cup is yours. How much do you think the Canes adjust if they go down 0-2 in this series? They have to make some kind of change with their lineup. Somebody needs to come out or something. They need to try something if that's the case. But it's not over yet. We'll see if they're able to, maybe turn this around, but it's not looking too great right now, if I'm being honest. I don't think they'll switch Anderson mid-game. Unless if this game gets really out of hand. It's not too out of hand yet. It doesn't look good, but you do have to be fair. The two goals that Howden had, the defense probably should have stopped them. Thank you, Gary. Good to see you, brother. I mean, like, you take somebody out of the lineup and bring somebody else in. I don't know who would come in, though. I'm trying to think who's, like, scratched right now for them. Golden Knights in 4. It's seeming to go that way, Redmond. Face-off coming up in the Carolina zone. 7:41 remaining in the second period. Stankoven versus Carlson. The face-off is won by the Hurricanes. Sean Walker will dump this to center. Coughlin battling forward with Hall. Puck slides in a heart. They'll poke check it away. Coughlin to Howden. Howden forces it to center. Miller gets it back. Stolen back by the Golden Knights. They will dump it down into the Carolina zone. Need to put you in. Yeah, put Mr. GG in. Come on. Face-off coming up here now in the Golden Knights end. It is won by the Knights. Coughlin in the corner. Stolen back by William Karlsson. Karlsson will backhand it down low into the Carolina zone. Here's Howden into the zone again and broken up by Anderson. He won't get the hat trick yet. Down low in the corner, Mitch Marner. Marner, cross-ice pass to Barbashev. Barbashev up top to Coughlin, a shot. That one goes wide. William Karlsson below the goal line. Pass over then for Dorofeev. Barbashev gets it back then for the Knights. Fires it, saved by Anderson. Here's Ivan Barbashev. Pass back to Eichel. Eichel. On the right side then for Coughlin. Coughlin a shot. That one is denied. Here's Jacob Slavin. Clearing it off the boards. Jack Eichel battling for this puck. Stolen back then by Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers regroups with it. Ehlers. Down low then for Jarvis. He'll chip it off the boards behind the net then. Aho battling for it. High stick was Eichel. They did not call it. Here's Walker. Fires it. Saved by Hart. He'll cover it up. Don't believe that was a shot on goal, though. Jack Eichel does not like the fact that that was not a call. Howden looking damn good, yeah. He's probably been the best player on the ice tonight. I mean, again, not just because he has the goals. He's been fast. He's been hot. Both goals of his scored off the rush as well. Face out one with the Canes. Nikishin into the chest of Carter Hart. And we'll get another stoppage at 6:09. The game is going by fast. And that may be good news for Golden Knights, but not good news for the Hurricanes. 14 shots for Carolina, 14 saves for Carter Hart. Off the draw, we have another penalty. Power play for the Golden Knights. It is Jordan Martinook heading to the box for a slash, if I heard correctly. So we'll get another Golden Knights power play. Although the Hurricanes have killed off, I think it's 55 of 59 now. Still not great, the amount of penalties they're giving up right now. Face-off in the Carolina zone. Stahl versus Hurdle. Face-off is blown dead due to a violation. What's up, Soroskevich? Good to see you again, brother. The face-off is a tie-up. One back by the Hurricanes. Here's Jalen Chatfield moving it now. He'll backhand it down into the Golden Knights' end. Mitch Marner in his own zone. Marner backhanded off the boards for Eichel. Golden Knights trying to break it into the zone. Eichel dumping it down low. Chatfield right side to Slavin. In the corner, Jalen Chatfield gets it back. He will dump it down the other way. Carter Hart, right side to Marner. Marner off the boards for Hurdle. Hurdle fires it on. That one goes through the crease. Jarvis to center. Here's Aho into the zone. Waits, fires it. That one goes wide there of Hart. Mark Stone gets it back. Stone to Marner. Marner as we cross the halfway mark of the power play. Stone cross ice. Dorofiev to Barbashev. Up top Marner. Right side to Eichel. Jack Eichel to the point to Marner. Marner cross ice to Eichel. Down low now Mark Stone. Stone to Eichel. Up top. Marner waits. Gets to the D. Can't get the shot on. Carolina will get it. And they will break it to center. Here's Aho to Jarvis. He'll backhand this one into the zone. I'm doing good, Charlicia. How are you? 30 seconds to go on the Knights power play. Carolina doing a good job at killing it off as they've done the entire postseason. William Karlsson dumps it down low into the Carolina zone. Karlsson fighting with Anderson. Slavin gets it back then for Carolina. He will dump it down the other way. That will pretty much do it for the Golden Knights man advantage. The Canes need a goal badly. They need some life. Here's Howden. Into the zone, Rasmus Anderson. Clears it down low then for Howden, who battles for it in the corner with Slavin. Behind the net then, Barbashev. Up top. Broken up by Stankoven. Here come the Canes. 3-on-2, Stankoven. Right side to Robinson. Down low then for Slavin. Slavin. On the right side for Theodore. Theodore will dump this one to center. Jackson Blake gets it back for the Canes. Intercepted there by Karlsson. Getting it back is Taylor Hall. They're offsides. 3:36 left to go here in this second period. The Golden Knights still have the 2-0 lead. League leading 13 goals in the postseason from Brett Howden. Certainly safe to say that he's been the difference maker in this one. If the Canes don't score this period, it's a wrap. It sure is feeling like that. Thank you all for tuning in. 14 subs away from 7,200. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you all for your support tonight. Got 264 people in here. How we doing with the likes? 97 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Casey to get it together. Yeah. The Knights just look like they're that much better of a team. All right. Don't want to play no more.
I've always, each year, I've tried to become a better listener. I think, especially now with today,
When is game 3 and 4? Game 3 is on Saturday.
X's and O's are X's.
Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and then game 4 is on Tuesday at 8 p.m. as well.
Was happy with his wife and his rescue horses when he wasn't working, but when Vegas called, it was an offer he couldn't turn up. He told me he doesn't feel like he still has
Hearts of Wall, good luck, Canes fans. Yeah.
absolutely loves to compete. And in one of his first meetings with a team,
Back here in Raleigh. Raleigh.
I'm here to coach with you. And
That's the right way you say it, right?
really love way.
Saying it wrong the other day. All Golden Knights need one win in Carolina, sweeping them at home. Yeah, exactly. All you need to win is one on the road. Face off in the neutral zone, one with the Golden Knights. Kolasar fighting with Gostisbehere. Puck is cleared back into the Knights' end. Svechnikov broken up then, cleared all the way back into the Carolina zone. This is another icing at 3:22.
Shop the largest selection, or as Emac said, the largest selection of Stanley Cup final apparel at NHL Shop. Take advantage of today's
Phillies won today.
favorite teams and brands. Only at NHL.
Shots 11-14.
The Game 1 win was the most days between head coaching wins in a Stanley Cup final of all time. Tortorella went 8,028 days between his
Here's Aho versus Dowd on the draw. Face-off is a tie-up. Jabbing at that puck is Svechnikov. Aho gets it back for the Canes. Fires it on. That one's blocked. Aho fighting with Dowd. Cleared down low into the corner. Jordan Marnook. Cleared up top. Nikishina shot. That one's blocked. Marnook fires it again. That one goes wide. Hart will cover up the rebound. What's up, Goku? Yeah, shots on goal are pretty significant. They're 9-6 in favor of the Knights in the second period. Next one last night, yep. Yeah, Braden McNabb has reportedly left the building and has gone to a local hospital for further evaluation. So Braden McNabb is not going to return tonight. Hopefully he's okay. That's a difficult situation, taking a puck right to the face. You never wish for injuries. Hopefully he's okay. I did hear about a Goku. There's a video on the channel about it. Yeah, I agree with that. The frustration is certainly getting to the Hurricanes. Face-off win with the Golden Knights. Shea Theodore will backhand this one to center. Keandre Miller dumps it back down low to the Golden Knights end. Theodore battling for it on the right side. Shea Theodore will pick this one up and clear it to center. Marner lobs it into the Carolina zone. Walker fighting with Howden. William Karlsson trying to get it loose. Mitch Marner's there battling for it as well. Carolina will get it to center. Taylor Hall gets around the defense. Down low in the Golden Knights end. Theodore to Blake. Broken up by Marner. Mitch Marner off the boards. Canes will attempt to play it to center. Marner back for the Knights. And backhanded down into the Carolina zone once again. Icing. Canes need more shots. They're not getting enough chances on Carter Hart, and when they are, they're not from the inside grade A chances. The Golden Knights have done a phenomenal job at clearing out the outside, and they've really limited Carolina's chances compared to Game 2. The Canes have kind of done the same too, but obviously Brett Howden splitting the D twice. Face out one with the Canes. They can't get the stick on that puck. Stankoven up top to Chatfield, right side. Down low now is Seth Jarvis. Jarvis up top to Chatfield. Chatfield shoots it. That one's tipped in front. Back down low to the corner. Golden Knights battling for it now. It's Jarvis. Jarvis up top. Slavin. Back down low into the corner. Chatfield to Jordan Stahl. Stahl to Chatfield. Chatfield up top. Here's Ehlers. Ehlers to Chatfield. A shot. That one is blocked. Golden Knights will backhand it down the other way. Icing yet again. Golden Knights are a little bit exhausted. Tired set of bodies out there for Vegas. We'll see if Carolina can take advantage of that. But just the way the Knights have been playing defensively throughout the entire postseason has been awesome. Let's go Canes. Let's go Vegas. Face-off won by the Hurricanes. Here's Miller. Right side. Trying to play a pass up top. Broken up there by the Knights. Here's Marner. Getting it to center. He'll dump it down low into the Hurricanes' end. Miller to Svechnikov. Svechnikov to Aho. Fires it. Saved by Hart. Good lane there by Aho, but could not get a puck past Hart. Miller to Walker. Shut on is deflected out of play at 1:08. 15 shots. 15 shots, 15 saves. Yeah, I don't really know, Goku. I got to give that some thought. Face-off coming up here now in the Golden Knights' end. A 1:08 to go in the middle frame. The face-off. Is won by the Golden Knights. Rasmus Andersson will try and dump this one to center. Jack Eichel picks up a loose puck. Here he comes on the rush. Eichel broken up by the Canes. Here's Miller. Last minute of play in the second. Into the zone, Marnook. Back down low then for Hart. He'll poke check it away. Aho fighting with Eichel. Played all the way up top. Mitch Marner. Back over then for Dowd. Here's Walker. In the Carolina zone, right side to Miller. Miller to Sean Walker. Walker to Miller. Cross ice to Stankoven. Logan Stankoven gets around the D. Down low for Hall, who will dump it behind the Golden Knights net. Picked back up by Hannafin. He'll dump this one to center. Stone getting around the Carolina defense, or at least he tries to. 10 seconds left in the second. Stone to Marner. Marner a shot. That one is blocked. Canes will get it back with 3. That will do it for the second. End of period number 2. Another goal for the Knights. It's Brett Howden with his second of the night. His league-leading 13th of the postseason. Assisted by Barbashev and Hannafin. It is a 2-0 lead for the Golden Knights after 40 minutes of play. It's the first time in 49 games where the Hurricanes have gone 2 periods without scoring a goal. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for period number 3 momentarily. This is the countdown till the 3rd. And again, thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. What time's Carolina going to show up in the arena? Just send it to anyone know. Yeah, really frustrating game here, and really frustrating series from the Hurricanes. Like, they need to wake up. They really do. And I'm not doing that just to be mean. Like, this is very, very disappointing. You're in a position right now. You're a period away from going down 2-0, dropping the first 2 games at home and heading back to Vegas, where the Golden Knights have been essentially undefeated in their home ice. I don't like their odds, and I'm not going to lie to you. I don't see them coming back. I just don't think. Just Carolina's so outmatched. It's nuts. Want Vegas to win, but want to see good games. I agree. That's. I mean, like, I don't really care who wins, but I just want to see good games. And the Hurricanes are not really playing that great of a game right now. Oh my God. All right. Honestly, Vegas is one of the fastest teams. If someone could just put up the pressure on them, they'd choke, but they aren't as good in the D zone. Fortunately, this is my feeling. Vegas playmakers up front. Yeah. Told you yesterday they always snatch the fest from the jaws of victory. This is Carolina's MO. Being so close to winning everything and then giving it up. Fair enough. I mean, the Hurricanes are still young. They can still contend for a Stanley Cup in future years. It's not like this is like their final year of being able to win, but this has been a very frustrating series for them. And I know. All right. Can't wait for the night's parade. Yeah, man. You're almost halfway there. All right. Happy for the Foligno bros, both winning the award, doing good work in the community. Yep. Florida will be back, rock and roar. Florida will be back. Game is not over. You're right, Hawk. The game is not over. You're right, Tundra. They do want it more. Disappointing performance from the Hurricanes. I just want to see better. They have more shots, but this is usually how it goes for the Knights. They get outshot. They still win games. Florida with that 9th pick, too. Yup. Yup. Correct. All right. So, yeah, 2-0 lead for the Golden Knights. Got about 13 minutes to go till the start of period number 3. Who's this kid, Landon DuPont? He's one of the top prospects in 2027. He's a very good defenseman. Don't know a ton about him off the top of my head, though. Should be the Hurricanes instead of the Hurricanes. Avs fans got exactly what they needed. No, he's undersized. Yeah, he is, I believe. He certainly is. All right. What's up, Skivvies? How we doing? Scott Niedermeyer. What the hell?
Carolina has to show. Remember, Vegas got championship proposal over there. You got to show the same.
Well, I'd say Carolina looks at their best.
Yeah, I know, Doug. They really got to start turning things around here. It feels like it's been all Golden Knights here in this series. It's not over yet, but Knights need to, or Canes need to have a bounce back third.
And Howden has career 2 multi-goal games in the regular season and 489 regular season.
He has 2 career multi-goal games in the postseason, or in the regular season. Only 2? That's insane. He has 2 this postseason. That's crazy. Doesn't score a lot during the regular season. He scores a lot when I stream him, though. Canes will come back. Relax, ladies. I don't know. We'll see, man. 82-mile-an-hour slap shot to the mouth sucks. Yeah. Hopefully he's okay. He probably just broke his nose. I would imagine he'll probably be back in Game 3. I would say, unless if it's really bad. He'll probably wear a cage. At least that's what I'll do. Left and went to the hospital. Yeah, I think it will be back. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be back.
You're looking at 1,000 years of breaking and entering. Oops. Pardon my butterfingers. Then this Arkin Pro comes along. It's like some people just don't want infectious disease in their kitchen. Orchid rest in pests.
Miss Marchessault. Marchessault, one of my favorite Golden Knights all time. Rub some ice on it and gerbil. Yeah, he'll recover.
Thank you for the call. So, what are you looking for? Thinking where it is.
All right. 15 to 11 are the shots. Shots were 9-7 in favor of the Golden Knights in that period. Not betting against Stone, Carlson, and those boys. Yeah. I think the Knights got it. Maybe Carolina can come back and steal this one, but it sure doesn't look like that.
We're here for a convertible.
How about a miss? Want to get out of here?
Where this trucks? We're right here.
Whatever it is, we're here for it.
People do anything to make their beer cold. Try hard flags. Use outdoor fridges. Freezers too. That's why the Coors Light Mountains turn good. Because people don't just like
Getting wisdom teeth out is worse. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. July 13th. It's going to be brutal.
July 4th, 24 hours nonstop, live all across the country. We are all a part of this history, and when the country comes together to celebrate, this is where it happens. Disney celebrates America 250. All rights to this broadcast are reserved.
All right, back in Carolina. 7 minutes to go to the third. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Back on the Discover Second Division report. Trying to do too much. Let's advance the puck. Let's advance the puck, boys.
Had to have mine cut out. Rip. Yeah, I'll be okay. It's all good.
Opportunity. Bumping it back to your partner. Advance the puck. Playing good, boys. We're playing well. We're playing good here, boys. I believe the message is to advance the puck.
Get a filling on Wednesday. Oh boy, Terry. Best of wishes on that.
Remember against Anaheim, they have gotten suspended. They played really 2 full games and won both of them without one of their top blue line defenders here, and they're still doing this to Carolina. How do the Canes get back here?
Thank you for making us want to tune in. It's fun. No problem, Sir Oskovich. Do the best I can. Just keep on putting the work in. Tomorrow is our prospect preview for Gavin McKenna. That is what tomorrow's video is, so stay tuned for that. Looking forward to covering the covering the draft when we get there. Have I seen the movie Slapshot? Yes, I have. I have seen the movie Slapshot.
Advantage going on both the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Finals. What does Carolina have left here tonight?
All right. Third period coming up here after this commercial break. Everybody who's still in here, thank you all for tuning in. We are 11 subs away from 7,200. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comment your prediction. Who is going to win this hockey game? We're heading into the third and final period. Will the Golden Knights hold on, or will the Hurricanes come back and get the win? What do you guys think? Will the Golden Knights hold on, or will the Hurricanes come back? Golden Knights 2-1. Think the Canes get one? Okay. Canes, all right. Knights in 4. That was what in Feb and May when they shot 12 times a game. Knights hold on. Storm is brewing. Let's go, Canes. Yeah, we'll see, bro. All right. Third period coming up in just a moment. We'll see if this game maybe flips the script, but I don't know. Knights look strong. Yeah. Oh, I love Goon, Bradzilla. Gonna say 3-1 tonight, Vegas in 4. Okay. Canes better come back 3-2 overtime. We'll see. They've come back from down 2-0 in these playoffs before. We'll see if they can do it again. 2-0 meaning the game, not the series. They haven't been put in that position yet. Need Alex to score one more goal. All right. Dylan Larkin requests a trade. Darnell Nurse maybe leaving Edmonton. I don't know. Alrighty, everyone, let's get ready for the start of the third period coming up in just a matter of moments here from Raleigh, North Carolina, between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Brett Howden, who now has 2 goals here tonight, making it a 2-0 lead for the Golden Knights after 40 minutes of play. Getting ready for the second. Taking a look now at your stats through 40. Shots are 15-11 in favor of Carolina. Faceoffs are 57% in favor of the Hurricanes. Power plays, Golden Knights 0 for 3, Carolina 0 for 2. Hits are 28-19 in favor of the Hurricanes. And block shots are 16-9 in favor of the Golden Knights. Some would argue this is the biggest period for Carolina so far. They need a comeback here to potentially tie this series. They need to show some signs of life. Carter Hart and the Golden Knights have certainly stifled them here so far. We'll see what happens here in this third period. Thank you, DDI, for the $2 dono. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Alrighty, period number 3 of Game 2 between the Hurricanes and the Golden Knights. And we are underway. Faceoff is won by the Hurricanes. They will dump it down low into the Golden Knights' end. Jarvis, broken up by Jack Eichel. Eichel will chip it off the boards into the Carolina zone. This is an icing at 1946. Hurricanes need more shots. And not only do they need more shots, they need shots from the house, from the front of the net. They've been limited to the outside the majority of the time here in this game tonight. And as we said, it's been a much tighter game than game 1 was. And the Golden Knights have taken real advantage of that. Jordan Staal versus Jack Eichel. The faceoff is blown dead due to a faceoff violation, so we'll try that again. When leading after the second period, the Golden Knights are undefeated in the postseason. Faceoff won by the Knights. Dorofeev to Barbashev. He'll dump it down low into the Carolina zone. It slides in on Anderson. He is unable to make a play. And we'll get a faceoff in the Carolina zone. Face-off again now in the Carolina zone. It'll be Carlson versus Stankoven. They'll kick Carlson out. Now Howden comes in, who's got 2 goals tonight. Face-off is won by the Hurricanes. Jarvis clears to center. Shea Theodore will bank this one off the boards and back into the Carolina zone. Keandre Miller clears it off the boards. Taylor Hall to center. Stankoven with speed. Stankoven shoots it. That one goes wide there of Carter Hart. Here's Jackson Blake battling forward with Howden. Marner back to Carlson. Golden Knights will clear this one into the Carolina zone. Stankoven down low then for Miller. Keandre Miller holds it back in his own end now and looks for options. Canes need a goal and soon. They definitely just need one. You get a goal here early, you have plenty of time to get another one, but you cannot be wasting time. Puck is cleared back to center. Marnook for Slavin. Cross ice pass, broken up then by the Golden Knights. They will dump it down low to the Carolina zone. Slavin off the boards to Marnook. Clear to center. Golden Knights will dump it down low into the Carolina zone. Anderson to Chatfield. Right side, Slavin, a cross ice pass. It'll slide back into the Golden Knights zone. That will be an icing. Take it 1 goal at a time. Knights have blocked 16 shots tonight. They've really limited Carolina's opportunities. And again, a lot of the Hurricanes' shots, generally speaking, they've been from the outside. They haven't been grade A opportunities really at all. Another face-off in the Carolina zone. Aho versus Dowd. Off the draw, it's blown dead due to a violation. Try this again. Face-off is won by the Golden Knights. Anderson, right side. Brings it below the goal line. Gets around Svechnikov up top. Smith, pass over. Shot on is in the crease and cleared away. Anderson gets it back. Kolasar a shot. Saved by Anderson. Once again, it's in the crease. Jabbing at that puck. Cleared back down into the corner. Jalen Chatfield gets it back then for Carolina. They will dump it down the other way. That is an icing. At 7:56. Or sorry, 17:56. Not 7:56. Game 3 of this series will be on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Face-off again in the Canes' end. Aho versus Eichel. Face-off won by the Canes. Dorofeev up top. Theodora's shot. That one goes off of Anderson. Here's Eichel. In the corner, fighting with Aho. Barbashev. Forced to center. Coughlin to Theodore. Theodore to Coughlin. Right side to Jack Eichel. He'll dump it into the Carolina zone. Jarvis. Behind the net then for Miller. Canes will play it to center. Svechnikov across ice pass to Jarvis. He's broken up. Canes get it back. Jordan Stahl dumps it down low into the corner. Of course we are, Nicholas. We will be live for Game 3. We'll be live for every game of the Cup Final. Here's Miller. Cleared off the boards. Canes will backhand it down lower. At least they'll try to. Miller dumps it into the Golden Knights' end. Rasmus Anderson will chip it off the boards. The last time Carolina lost back-to-back games was January 12th, before the Olympics. Marner battling forward with Ehlers. Up top to Carlson. Shot on there is blocked. Marner trying to get it free. Carlson to Marner. Marner waits. Forced back down low to the corner. Marner fighting with Jarvis. Mitch Marner brings it around the Carolina net. Carlson a shot. Saved there by Anderson. Ehlers to center. Racing forward with speed. Stankoven. Poke check back into the Carolina zone. Shane Gostisbehere to Stankoven. Hill backhanded down low. Taylor Hall fighting with Hannafin. Hall down low to Stankoven. Broken up. Stone fighting with Stank. Mark Stone will get it back to center. Racing forward is Sissons. He'll fight with Nikishin. Nikishin in the Carolina zone. Back to Gostisbehere. Shane Gostisbehere to Jackson Blake. Here's Blake trying to get around the defense with speed. Broken up by Shea Theodore. Golden Knights will backhand this one down the other way. It will be an icing at 15:42. Shots are 15-14. Carolina with no shots in this third period. Face-off in the Knights' end. Tie-up. Robinson. Saved there by Hart. Carrier fighting with Theodore. Jankowski to Robinson. Pass on. Blocked there by Hart. Mark Jankowski. Up top. Chatfield. Clears it down low behind the net then. Robinson right side to Carrier. Cleared back around then. Jankowski to Chatfield. Jankowski. Right side to Chatfield. He'll dump it down low to the corner for Robinson. Robinson to Slavin. Jankowski to Chatfield up top. Shot on there is blocked. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Doing the best I can, brother. 5 minutes gone in the third. And a whistle blown dead at 14:57. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but the faceoff's going to come back in the Carolina zone. While there are 2 unrelated Ahos in the NHL. Yeah, I don't know. Did that other Aho even play games this year? Where's the other one at? Yeah, the other Aho didn't play any NHL games this year, I don't think. Did he? I don't know. He was in the AHL most of the year. No, he did. He hasn't played in like 2 years. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that other Aho hasn't played an NHL game since 23-24. Face off in the Carolina end. Svechnikov clears it to center. Marnook fighting with Hanifin. Broken up then by the Golden Knights. Here's Svechnikov. Cleared all the way back into the Golden Knights end. Hanifin to Dowd. Chips it to center. Canes will steal it back. Marnook to Aho. Aho down low. Hurdle to Hanifin. Hanifin trying to backhand it to center. Svechnikov to Marnook. Jordan Marnook battling forward alongside Smith. Nick Dowd trying to clear to center. Kolasar will bank it off the boards and back into the Carolina zone. Nikishin. Down low in the Carolina zone. To Gostisbehere. Lazone. Broken up. Jarvis' shot goes above Carter Hart. Picked back up by Ehlers. Miller a drive. It goes up in the air, and Carter Hart gets it with his glove at 13:48. Shot 17-14. It's the 6th game where Carter Hart has not allowed a goal through the first 40 minutes. No S word, though. No S word. Thank you all for tuning in. We are 7 subs away from 7,200. What do we think? Will the Hurricanes come back? It's looking less and less likely. Certainly is feeling less and less likely as we keep on trickling along here. So, I don't know. It's not impossible, but it's not looking particularly likely. No, he's on the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, Oskovich, I believe. He has not played an NHL game since 2023-24. Lock it down, Hart. Canes need a goal right now, definitely. Yeah, they need to get one, like, literally ASAP. Take it one goal at a time, but I think the Knights have it here. Shots are 16-15. Game 2 of the NBA Finals is tomorrow between the Knicks and the Spurs. I got Spurs in 7, but the Knicks are looking good. If they can win Game 2, they have a pretty good shot of taking home the series, heading back to MSG. I believe Game 3 will be on Sunday, right? Or Monday, one of the two. All right, back here in Carolina. 2-0 lead for the Golden Knights. The Canes certainly need some life. Try to bring some life back into Lenovo Center right now. It certainly seems quiet. Face-off in the Golden Knights end is won by the Hurricanes. Nikolai Ehlers battling for it on the right side. Down low, behind the net then, the Jarvis. Seth Jarvis clears it down low to the corner then for Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers over then for Stahl. Jordan Stahl battling for it in the corner. Jarvis gets it back then for the Canes. Broken up by the Golden Knights. Cross-ice pass. Here's Eichel with some room. He'll get knocked off that puck. Canes will take it back. Ehlers with speed will dump it into the Golden Knights' end. He plays for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins in the AHL. Keandre Miller in the Carolina end. Miller. Down low then for Chatfield. Miller with 9 points in the postseason. Taylor Hall battling forward with Carlson. He's broken off that puck. Loose puck was there for Howden. He gets it. Up top, Marner a drive, and that one goes out of play. Great setup by Brett Howden, but Marner was unable to convert. Oh, he hit the crossbar on that shot. Oh, just a little bit lower. Face off in the Carolina zone. Coughlin will fire it wide there of Anderson. Chatfield fighting with Howden. Jankowski to Carrier. Carrier cleared to center. Poke check down low into the Golden Knights zone. Theodore battling for it on the right side. Cleared all the way back into the Hurricanes' end. 8 minutes gone in the third. Or getting to that point. Chatfield dumps it into the Golden Knights' end. Hart plays it around his own net to center. Shane Gostisbehere in his own end. Banks it off the boards, try to get it to center. Rasmus Anderson picks it up. Hannafin. Broken up then by Carolina. Aho into the zone. Loops it around. Top of the circle. Gostisbehere up top. Nikishin a shot. That one's blocked to the corner. Rasmus Anderson will dump this one back into the Hurricanes' end. Nikishin in the Carolina zone. Back to Gostisbehere. He'll dump it down low into the Golden Knights' end. Theodore. Stolen back. Marnock fires it. Saved by Hart. And the puck is cleared away by the Knights. Puck is high in the air there. High stick on the Knights. Stolen back by Carolina. That'll cross-cancel it. Gostisbehere in the Canes' end. Back to Nikishin. Cleared off the boards to center. Dowd fighting with Jarvis. Right side Theodore. Clears it back to Kolasar. Kolasar will backhand it down low into the Hurricanes' end. Miller in the Carolina zone. Breaks it through center. Miller, right side then to Walker, who will dump it down low. Jarvis fighting with Coughlin. Miller, a shot saved by Hart. Rebounds there for Jarvis. He couldn't get a loose stick on that puck. Here's Ehlers. Up top. Kept in by the Canes. Jarvis, right side. At the point. Ehlers, a shot just wide. Walker to Jarvis. Up top, Miller to Ehlers. Another chance. Save. Rebounds there. Wide. Miller, a chance. That one went wide as well. Stahl knocked off Hart. Here's Ehlers. Right side to Miller. Miller down low to Stahl. Broken up then by Hannafin. Walker battling for it on the right side. Puck is cleared back into the Carolina zone. And an icing at 10:07. Carolina's got some life. And that is exactly what you want to see there if you're a Hurricanes fan. Shots from the inside, from all around. That's the only way you're going to beat Carter Hart is if you shoot that puck. Some great saves by Hart. Approaching the halfway mark of the third period. Golden Knights still with the 2-0 lead that they had at the beginning of the third. Nikishin down low for Hall. Hall battling forward with Eichel. Stolen back by Hannafin. Noah Hannafin backhanded up top. Miller dumped down low into the corner. Hall fighting with Coughlin. Noah Hannafin shipping it off the boards, and that one goes out of play at 9:48. Over halfway through the third period, time is dwindling for the Carolina Hurricanes. The Knights have a 2-0 lead in the game, and they're looking to make that the series lead as well, if they can hold on. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. We are 4 subs away from 7,200. We are 4 subscribers away from 7,200. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're new. Carter Hart having a hell of a game tonight. 19 saves on 19 shots. There hasn't been a lot of shots, generally speaking, in this game tonight. It's been more or less just, a lot of back and forth action. A lot of block shots for both sides, too. Both the teams have blocked a lot as well. You're there at T-Mobile, Adrian? Wow. Must be awesome there.
We're not just numbers people. We're people.
Hart is way better than Anderson. I smell sweep. Should picked up on the crazy 160 odds. Yeah. All right. I don't know, guys. I think the Golden Knights have got it. I don't see Carolina coming back. All right, back here in Raleigh. John Tortorella mic'd up. Nothing but positive vibes from the Golden Knights bench. 9:48 to go in the third. The face-off in the Knights' end is blown dead. Due to a face-off violation, we'll try that again. Hall versus Carlson. Face-off won by the Golden Knights. Anderson battling for it with Stankoven. Stankoven behind the net. Wraparound chance in front. They score! Logan Stankoven. There's one. 2-1. Logan Stankoven with his 10th of the postseason. The Hurricanes are on the board. A backhand wraparound. That is huge there for the Hurricanes. And all of a sudden, we have ourselves a hockey game here, folks. Oh, it went off of Lazone and into the back of the net. I didn't even see across the line. Wow. Carolina has life. Whistle blown dead at the conclusion of, or the whistle blown dead at center ice due to a violation yet again. The Hurricanes are on the board. Stankoven with his 10th. We are not done yet. Face off here at center. Stankoven versus Carlson. It's won by Miller. Miller to Jacob Slavin. He'll dump it down low to the Golden Knights end. Here's Howden. Right side. Cleared back down low to the corner. Hart to Stankoven. Broken up by the Knights. Blake battling for it. Stankoven. Stolen back by the Knights. They will clear it down the other way. Icing at 9:16. Yeah, this place is alive again here in Lenovo. Shots now 20-15. Carter Hart. Again, Carter Hart's had 7 games now where he's not allowed a goal after 40 minutes but can't get the shutout. Brutal. Face-off won by the Knights. Marner battling for it on the right side with Miller. They'll dump it down low. Marnook fighting with Howden. Howden to Marner. Marner will dump it down low into the Carolina zone. Walker, big hit as he dodges Howden on that play. Marnook Ahead then for Svechnikov. He'll get around Hannafin. Svech comes in. Put it wide of heart. Here's Aho to Miller. Miller up top. Sebastian Aho looking for options. Keeps it in the zone slightly. Aho to Miller. Sebastian Aho at the point now for the Canes. Right side Miller. Shut on. There's blocked. Rebounds there. Stone will steal it back and get it to center. 8.5 minutes to go in the third period. Keandre Miller. Here come the Canes through center. Jarvis. Try to get around Theodore. He'll battle for it down low in the corner now. Jordan Stahl. It's a 4-man battle for it down low. Stahl. Right side to Ehlers. Ehlers. Can't get clear puck on that stick. It's broken up. He'll recover. Canes are coming in waves now. Gostisbehere fighting with Theodore. Jarvis, right side, chipped away by the Golden Knights to center. Jordan Stahl. Down low in the corner, Gostisbehere. Golden Knights keeping up the pressure. Nikishin battling for it with Dowd. Trying to get that one free then. Taylor Hall. Cleared all the way back down the other way into the Golden Knights' end. Racing for it was Robinson. He could not beat the icing at 7:27. Most goals in a single postseason in franchise history. Logan Stankoven ties Eric Stahl for the most, or for the second most, sorry. Head coach Rod Brindamore has the most with 12. And that is in a single postseason in Hurricanes history. Face-off won back by the Golden Knights. Rasmus Anderson. Puck will be chipped down low. Hurricanes get it back. Jackson Blake flips it to center. Carrier battling for it there. Here's Jankowski. He scores! We are tied! They're taking a look at the entry into the zone on that play. They might challenge this for offsides. But until then, Mark Jankowski from William Carrier and Eric Robinson. Ooh, let's take a look at this. I think he might be good. Mark Jankowski. His first of the playoffs. We are tied at 2 apiece with 7:14 to go here in the third period. Oh, man, does it get any better than this, folks? Face-off at center, won by the Hurricanes. Chatfield battling for it on the right side, then with Howden. Jalen Chatfield down low then for Slavin. Slavin to center. Hall to Stankoven. Poke checked away by the Golden Knights. Still got time to go here in regulation. Carter Hart will clear this one off the board. Try to get it to center. He'll do so successfully. Mitch Marner battling for it with Blake. Slavin there as well. Logan Stankoven and Mark Jankowski. That's 2 goals in 2.5 minutes. Less than that, actually. Hurdle battling for it with Keandre Miller. Miller ahead then with speed is Carrier. Broken up by the Canes. Cross ice to Marnook. Marnook back to Rasmus Anderson. Right side Hannafin. Off the boards to Hurdle. Stolen back by Svechnikov. Puck is in the Vegas bench. All of a sudden, things just got really interesting. Thank you all for 7,200 subscribers. I really appreciate it, guys. It's been a hell of a game tonight. Lenovo Center is back and alive. And a big crowd there outside Lenovo Center cheering them on. Face off here outside of the Golden Knights end. It's Dowd versus Jankowski. The face-off is won by the Hurricanes. Falling through the ice is Nikishin. Here come the Knights. Coughlin down low. Saved by Anderson with the pad. Here's Nikishin taking it back now to center. Robinson to Jankowski battling for it. Nick Dowd trying to get it free. Cleared all the way back in the Carolina zone. Shane Gostisbehere dumps it all the way back to center. Robinson is offsides. 5:46 to go in regulation. It looked like it was impossible. But the Hurricanes have come back from down 2-0. They have switched the momentum. We are tied with 5:46 to go in regulation. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We just hit 7,200 subscribers, but we got to keep working. We're on the road to 7,300 subscribers. Stepped out for like 10 minutes and missed all the action. Yeah, Surgeton. That sucks. Let's go Canes. Seeing a lot of let's go Canes now. It was all Golden Knights, but now the Canes certainly turned things around. Whoop. Hope they show the crowd outside when Vegas scores the game-winning goal. Oh, yeah. What's up, Russia? How we doing? All right. Would rather let Nordic make the call, not chat. Yeah. Yeah, guys, don't spoil, please. Would appreciate that if you guys did not spoil. Oop, I just exploded the water in my face. I wonder if you caught that on stream. All right, back here in Carolina. 5:46 to go here in the third period. Things have changed drastically. Thank you, Terrigan. I appreciate it, man. That means a lot, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you sharing it with your friends. Tell all your friends, folks. 5:46 to go in regulation. We're tied at 2 apiece. Nikishin fighting with Smith. Cleared back down low now. Noah Hannafin. Cleared off the boards and back in on Anderson. Behind the net, Canes get it. Jankowski forced to center. Dowd will chip it down low. Kolasar backhands it into the corner. Gostisbehere. Right side then to Jankowski. Cleared all the way back into the Golden Knights end with 5:17 to go. It is an icing. Again, what a turn of events. The Golden Knights were just playing a phenomenal way defensively. And the Hurricanes completely flipped the script. It's Logan Stankoven off of a backhander from essentially behind the net. His skates are pretty much behind the net. And then Jankowski gets an odd man rush post and in, his first of the postseason. And with 5:17 to go, we still got time, but we're tied. Face-off won by Carolina. Mark Jankowski will backhand this one to center. Shea Theodore cleared off the boards, broken up then by the Hurricanes. Stolen back, rebounds there on Anderson. Wraparound, denied! What a stop by Freddie Anderson on Ivan Barbashev. A wraparound chance. The puck's in the back of the net, but they blew the play dead. Exactly 5 minutes to go in the third period. Freddie Anderson made the stop. The Golden Knights must have made that puck cross, but they blew the play dead before it did. What a diving save from Freddie Anderson as that puck trickled into the back of the net. It did sprawl. It did end up coming from under Anderson and into the back of the net, but I believe the whistle was blown prior to it crossing the goal line. A tough break there for the Vegas Golden Knights. But a massive save by Freddie Anderson to keep this game tied. They're going to take a look at this. The question we're asking ourselves, though, did the puck cross the line before the whistle was blown? The puck clearly goes in. This is a goal 99 of 100. This is a goal 100 of 100 times. The issue is... Ooh! 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 Ooh, I just saw the replay where they show the whistle. I think that whistle was blown after the goal went in. We'll see, though. They're going to take a look at this. Referees coming to the... Make an announcement. They're challenging it to determine if there was no goaltender interference. How are they doing that? Challenging for it to not be goalie interference? Yeah, this probably is going to end up being a goal. Intent to whistle. So the Golden Knights are sorry, I was trying to listen to the broadcast and what Dave Jackson was saying. He has some good insights on the ESPN broadcast. Dave Jackson just said they're challenging it for no goalie interference, but they're really doing it to see if that puck crossed the goal line before the whistle was blown. Dave Jackson, the ESPN former NHL referee, analyst, whatever, he said that they could use the intent to whistle thing here and still call this a no goal. But I think this is certainly a goal. I think this should be a goal regardless of whether you think that or not, but he just said it on the broadcast. It's intent to whistle or whatever, but they're reviewing it right now, so we'll see. This probably should be a goal, though. And it's really unlucky because it just trickles through Anderson, and it's kicked in by Jordan Staal. They're going to take a long look at this. But there you go. Again, another controversial play here in this one. All right, here's the announcement. No goal. No goal. They blow this one dead. Tortorella's the same look that I have. That's a John Tortorella. Tortorella's like, yeah, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Like, I'm pretty sure it crosses the goal line before the whistle is blown. So I don't know, but intent to whistle, I guess. That's the first I've ever heard of that. No goal on the play. Penalty here, actually. It's a penalty as well. They challenged, the Golden Knights challenged this, so they get a penalty out of this, too. Power play for Carolina. They're 0 for 2 tonight. They're 0 for 4 in the series. Big risk taken by John Tortorella, and whether or not you think it should go the right way, whether or not you think it should go that way, it did not. We have a Canes power play now. Svechnikov a shot. That one's blocked by Dowd. All of Lenovo's centers on their feet. Gostisbehere to Jarvis. Seth Jarvis up top to Gostisbehere. 5 minutes to go in the third. We are in crunch time. Jarvis to Svech. Gostisbehere to Svechnikov. Svechnikov up top to Gostisbehere. Shot! They score! From up top! Shane Gostisbehere. 3-2 Carolina. And I forgot to put on my whistle again. I think Jordan Stahl got the tip in front, but the Hurricanes have come back from down 2-0, and they now lead 3-2. Off of the controversial no-goal call with Ivan Barbashev, the Hurricanes have the first special teams goal of the series, and a third-period comeback by Carolina. They are up 3-2 with 4.5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for the Golden Knights to come back, but the Canes have taken a 3-2 lead. Face off by Carolina. They will dump it down low into the Golden Knights' end. Rasmus Andersson will try and clear this one off the boards. The swing that this game has taken is absolutely unbelievable. Here's Ehlers. Up top to Slavin. Jacob Slavin dumps it down low into the corner. Jordan Stahl then to Chatfield. Cleared around then behind the net for Seth Jarvis. Jarvis battling forward with Rasmus Andersson. Rasmus Andersson battling forward on the right side, trying to get this one free. Jordan Stahl below the goal line. Cleared around now behind the net. Chatfield fighting with Hanifin. Here's Rasmus Andersson down low in the corner. Pavel Dorofeev gets it back for the Knights. Now Vegas is left to scramble. They've led for the entire game, and now they trail with about 3.5 minutes to go. Penalty coming up against the Hurricanes at 3:29. Barbashev was taken out, and we'll get a Golden Knights power play. And they might review this. This could make it a 4-minute penalty. There might be blood on Barbashev. We'll see what the call is. 2 minutes for interference on Jackson Blake. This is a primal opportunity for the Golden Knights to tie it. We will see if they can. .329 to go in the third period. A 2-minute power play for the Vegas Golden Knights. Seems like everybody's hating the refs tonight. Even the Canes fans are pretty upset about that call. Jackson Blake is furious. I need to see the replay. I kind of wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention, I'm not going to lie. Golden Knights are 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. We'll see if they can tie this game up here yet again. Flip the script. I don't know. With the way this game's going, who knows? Face off. Tie up. Won by the Knights. Up top, Shea Theodore waits. Fires it. That one goes wide. Marner with a sprawling stick up top to Theodore. Theodore at the point. Dorofeev to Theodore. Right side to Jack Eichel. And the puck will slide back to center. Shea Theodore in the neutral zone. We'll dump it down low to the Carolina zone. Keep an eye out for Carter Hart. Here's Marner throwing it up to Theodore. He is not able to get that puck. It slides back into the Golden Knights' end. Theodore drops it back for Eichel. Jack Eichel will dump it down low into the Carolina zone. Marner battling forward with Chatfield. Dorofeev trying to get it free. Aho steals it back for the Canes. He'll play it to center. Aho, shorthanded, brings it into the Golden Knights' end. Theodore gets it back for the Knights. He'll drop it back then for Eichel. Here's Jack Eichel through center. Into the zone, backhand pass to Marner. Golden Knights are struggling to set up. Eichel to Stone. Right side, Dorofeev. Up top, Theodore to Marner. Marner down low to Eichel. Eichel just above the goal line. Up top to Theodore. Coming up on 2 minutes left here in the third. Jack Eichel backhands it down low to Stone. Stone to Marner. Marner up top. Broken up by Robinson. He will dump it down the other way. Carter Hart gives it back for Hanifin. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third. Howden through center. Carries it into the zone, gets around the defense. Barbashev up top to Hannafin. Hannafin to Anderson. Gloved! Carter Hart heads to the bench. 6 seconds to go on the power play. It'll be 6 on 4, followed by 6 on 5 for a very brief moment. Hey, Josh, I'm sure this is like deja vu to you. Reminds me of our friendly discussion. What was it, game 3 of the 3rd round? Timeout here for Vegas. What a turnaround tonight, man. Yeah, Golden Knights call their timeout. Shots are even at 22 apiece. I am just shocked that things have turned the way they have. Absolutely insane. What an insane third period here. The Hurricanes with 2 goals in 2.5 minutes. They tie the game. A controversial no-goal call on Ivan Barbashev. And then a power play comes out of that. And Carolina... Why is there a shirtless guy? And Carolina takes a 3-2 lead. 1:35 to go in regulation. The Golden Knights have called their timeout. All of Lenovo Center is on their feet. It's a 3-2 lead for the Hurricanes. 6 on 4 for 6 seconds and then 6 on 5. Will the Golden Knights tie it? We'll find out. Face off in the Carolina end. What's up, Sharky? Yeah, man, crazy game. Face off, won by the Hurricanes. Chatfield clears it off the boards. Dorofeev battling for it now with Marnook. Hurdles there as well up top. Marner comes in, looks for options, fires it through the traffic. They score! Mark Stone! We're tied! Are you serious? Pandemonium here in Carolina. Mark Stone on the 6 on 5. 81 seconds left. We are tied. Does it get any better than this? Really? Oh, man. Oh, man. A minute 21 to go in regulation. We are tied. Carolina will dump it down into the Golden Knights' end. Here's William Karlsson to center. He'll dump it down low to the Carolina zone. Howden battling for it on the right side. Sebastian Aho will clear this one to center. Final minute of play in regulation. Jeremy Lazone battling for it on the right side. Whistle blown dead at 54 seconds. Brother, we got a great game going on here. Judy, I'm not going to say it yet. Neighbors are hearing me right now yelling my lungs out. I believe it, man. I believe it. Oh, brother. Face-off, I think, coming up at center ice. I believe, yeah, at center ice, outside of the Carolina zone. Face-off won by the Hurricanes. Jacob Slavin banks it off the boards and back into the Golden Knights end. Hannafin battling for it with Stahl. Eichel fighting with Jarvis. 45 seconds to go. Jack Eichel in the corner. Back to Ehlers. Ehlers up top. Chatfield shoots it. Saved by Hart through the traffic. Stone will send Marner. Mitch Marner trying to get around Chatfield. 30 seconds to go. Backhand pass to Stone. Stone a backhand. Saved by Anderson. 20 seconds left to go in regulation. Puck will chip to center. Marner gets it back for the Knights. He'll regroup now in his own end. 10 seconds left. Off the boards is Eichel. He'll play it down low. Miller to Hall. One last push. 5 to go. Hall loses the puck, and we are headed to overtime. The O word will be used tonight. Overtime coming up from Carolina. Pandemonium in that third period. This has been absolutely incredible. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We have overtime coming up here in just a moment. I did not think it would get to this point. All right, that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Please, go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. Take a little bit of time to rest. Go to the bathroom. Go get a drink. Oh, man. Overtime coming up here in just a moment. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I've been holding this in since the start of the third period. I will be right back in just a moment. Going to go to the bathroom real quick. Alrighty, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to use the bathroom super quickly. Wanted to get that in here before we got started with the overtime. How we feeling? I washed my hands, by the way. How we feeling? Overtime. Can you believe it? Off of some controversial calls and all this and that everywhere and all this. So I did see a tweet from Elliot Friedman. I'm going to just leave this here. Elliot Friedman said, on the Vegas challenge, upon further review, it was determined that Pavel Dorofeyev shoved the glove of Frederik Andersen and the puck entered the net. So I'm assuming that's why it was called off. I need to see a replay of this again. So they call, okay. Dave Jackson just said on the broadcast, no goal for goalie interference. And they're arguing that Dorofeyev poke-checked the glove. I'm looking at the replay right now, just trying to explain it the best I can. I don't know what's going on right now. My thing just, like, glitched really bad. The look on Tortorella's face was priceless. It was priceless. Glove was under him. How could they determine that? I don't know. I guess they have angles we don't. I don't know. I really don't know. Can't jam it loose once it's frozen. That's what Dave Jackson just said. I don't know. Messier and Jackson are arguing right now on the panel. This is interesting. Incidental contact with the stick wipes out the goal. And I get the penalty because it's a coach's challenge. Like, you delayed the game regardless of what it's challenging for. I get that, but except you clearly hear the whistle after it crossed the line. But I guess the reason why he blew it, I don't know. I don't really think the whistle matters with that, though. Like, if they're blowing it dead for goalie interference, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If you ask me, that probably should be a goal. But, hey. You know what? We won't get overtime if that goal is allowed. So, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Anyway. Interesting to hear John Tortorella's thoughts on that. I can't wait till the post-game conference. That'll be a clip for sure. Yeah. I don't know. All right, comment your guys' predictions. Who's going to win this game in overtime? Will it be the Hurricanes or will it be the Golden Knights? Who's taking the win in this one? Golden Knights or Hurricanes? Mark Stone, assisted by Marner and Hurdle, by the way. Marner and Hurdle got the goals on that. Canes, okay. What's up, Rex? How we doing? Canes. Knights, okay. So pretty even. I hope it's a good overtime. Both teams are undefeated in overtimes too, by the way. Golden Knights are 3-0 in overtime this postseason. The Hurricanes are 5-0 in overtime this postseason. Looking forward to it. Bonus hockey coming up in just a moment. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're new. Keep on putting in the work. That's what I've been saying. Keep on putting in the work. We're feeling good. I'm feeling great here. I'm feeling great tonight. Already up to 3 hours here on the commentary. Regardless of how long this overtime goes, this stream will certainly be up there in our longest streams all time. Who do I think will win? I want the Canes to win. I think the Canes will tie the series here. But we'll see. The Golden Knights have been a better team, so maybe the Knights will win. I want Carolina to win so we get a tied series and I'm guaranteed a game 5. I want to be guaranteed it. I don't care. I want to be guaranteed the game 5. But it really is a must win for the Knights. Or not the Knights, for the Hurricanes. It is. You go down 2-0. It doesn't matter if you came back in this game. That is all erased if you lose this one. It's a must win game. Gotta win. So, gotta win if you're Carolina. If you're down 2-0 going back to Vegas, I don't care how you lost this game. Like, that's not good at all. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this series may not come back to Carolina if the Canes lose tonight. This Knights team is playing that good. So we'll see. We'll see. But I don't know. Two great teams. Or do I keep saying it's 2-2? Sorry, it's 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. Golden Knights winning in the second time at the 2 minute of the overtime mark. Okay, Dewey. Okay. I like the specificness. All right, got about 6 minutes to go till overtime. Comment your guys' prediction. Comment the player who's going to score the overtime winner. I haven't gotten this right at all in the postseason. I'm going to go with Marner for the Golden Knights. And for Carolina, I think Sebastian Aho is due. So I'm going to go Marner for the Golden Knights and Aho for the Hurricanes. So you can pick two players, whichever ones you'd like, who's going to get the win in OT. It's a great game, but I do not feel that the refs made it that way. Yeah. I mean, it shows the resilience in the Golden Knights to come back and make this a tight hockey game heading to OT, so. Howden, Stank, Hurdle. Howden for the Hattie. Another late goal by the Golden Knights gets us here to OT. Shots are 25-23 in favor of the Knights. We'll do a goaltender check here because we haven't done that yet today. Dorofiev, okay. We'll do a goaltender check on the goalie stats. Carter Hart had no goals allowed heading into this third period. He allowed 3 goals in that period. He now has 20 saves on 23 shots in .870. Freddie Anderson, 22 saves on 25 shots, .880. All right. And as always, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. And all the craziness, the wrong name was submitted. On the Golden Knights challenge, upon review, was determined Barbashev shoved the glove and puck entered the net. I'd have to see a slowed down replay because the replay that ESPN showed was just like the instant replay. It was way too slow. All right, overtime in about 3 minutes. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. It doesn't get any better than this. Regardless of who wins, I'm going to try to provide the best commentary I possibly can for all you awesome people who are in here right now. We peaked at 454. We'll see if we can get back to that. I've gone through almost all of my water. Vegas is the shining star of the USA. How did they give it a power play right after it hit off the glove? Because the Golden Knights challenged it for no goalie interference. It wasn't the Hurricanes that challenged it. It was the Golden Knights that did. So that explains the penalty. Regardless of whether or not you agree with I'm blanking. Whether or not you agree with the call of the goal, there's always a power play for the team that loses the challenge. Alrighty, everyone. We are ready for overtime here in Carolina. We've commentated a couple of games here for the Hurricanes in overtime. We commentated the Taylor Hall overtime winner. We commentated the Brett Howden overtime winner. We commentated the Andrei Svechnikov overtime winner, and we are ready to commentate this one here today. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. A win for the Golden Knights, they will go up 2-0 in the series. A win for the Hurricanes, they will tie the series. You take a look at your stats through 60. Shots are 25-23 in favor of the Knights. Faceoffs are 56% in favor of Carolina. Power plays. Golden Knights are 0 for 4. Carolina is 1 for 3. The hits are 43-24. And the block shots are 24-11. It was Mark Stone with 1:21 to tie the game for the Vegas Golden Knights. We will find out who gets the win here in overtime. But one thing I can tell you guys right now, this series has been absolutely incredible. And again, as I said at the beginning of Game 1, I hope and pray it goes the full 7. Overtime here from Lenovo Center between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights. Who will be the winner tonight? We'll find out. Overtime. Oh, whistle blown dead. Okay. We'll try that again. Overtime. And we are underway. Face-off at center is won by the Hurricanes. They will dump it down low into the Golden Knights zone. Logan Stankoven with fast speed brings it in. Stankoven in the corner. On the right side, Chatfield battling for it with Blake. Carlson trying to clear. Hall a shot. That one is blocked through the traffic. Jackson Blake gets it back then for the Hurricanes. On the right side, cleared around the boards then for Hannafin. He'll attempt to get this one to center. He will do so. He'll try and send Marner, who is down the other way. He'll get to that puck and beat the icing. Battling for it now with Slavin. The Canes will force it to center. Here's Stankoven. 2-on-2. He's got Taylor Hall. Fires it. Saved by Carter Hart. Taylor Hall had the overtime winner in Game 2 of the second round against Philadelphia. One of my favorite calls of the postseason. Walker cleared into the Golden Knights' end. Chipped off the boards. Mark Stone, a backhand pass to Dorofeev. Fires it on. Saved by Anderson. He will force the whistle as we cross over the 1-minute mark here in OT. Back out there on the ice is Ivan Barbashev. He missed the start of the period. I believe he was getting some maintenance fixed up on his face after the penalty late in the third. Good to see him doing okay. Face off in the Carolina end. Stahl versus Eichel. Face off won by Carolina. Miller will dump it to center. Noah Hannafin will clear this one off the boards and back into the Carolina zone. Keandre Miller clears it to center. Here come the Canes the other way. Jarvis broken up. Puck slides in on Hart. He'll make the save. And another whistle blown dead at 18:41. Again, the Golden Knights with 5 defensemen. It's been that way the entire game tonight. Brayden McNabb left early after he took a puck to the face, which seemingly feels like an eternity ago. Shots 26-25. Plenty of shots on both sides. The goalies, despite the save percentages, have played well. Eichel versus Aho. The faceoff is won by Carolina. Svechnikov up top. Shot from Chatfield goes wide. Nikishin down low to the corner then for Hannafin. Jordan Marnook battling for it. Hannafin fighting with Marnook. Jack Eichel now in the corner. Canes play it down low. Sebastian Aho trying to get this one loose. Nikishin cross ice. Miller a shot. Saved by Hart. Here's Hannafin. Off the boards up top. Shot goes wide there at Carter Hart as well. Canes pick it up. It's Aho. Behind the net then for Svechnikov. Andrei Svechnikov fighting with Kolasar. Jack Eichel picks it back up. Dorofeev poke checked away. Canes backhanded down low. Andrei Svechnikov cleared off the boards to Sebastian Aho. Up top then, broken up by Barbashev, who will force this one back to center. Barbashev battling for it then. Dorofeev and Svechnikov. Here's Aho. Breaking it now into the zone. He'll dump it around behind the net. Cleared down low by Walker. Walker, loose puck broken up. Carolina keeps it in somehow. Here's Blake. Shot on there is blocked. And the puck is blown dead as I believe it went out of play. 2.5 minutes in. Again, shots are 26-25 still. Again, the goalies have played well despite the score. Jankowski versus Sissons. Off the draw, it's won back by the Golden Knights. Canes won a penalty. Lazone battling for it with Carrier. They will not get one. Down low now, Robinson battling for it then with Lazone. Sissons to Shea Theodore. He'll chip this one to center. Stone drops it back to Lazone. Lazone to Stone, battling for it on the right side with Gostisbehere. Jankowski to Nikishin. Backhanded off the boards to center. Ehlers ahead with speed. Gostisbehere up top. Jankowski will throw it down low to the corner. Shea Theodore back over to Tomas Hertl, who gets it to center. Broken up then by the Canes. Stahl goes down. Canes fans want a penalty. They're going to get one. 16:43 left to go in overtime. We have our first penalty of the overtime frame. It's against the Golden Knights. It's a tripping minor against Tomas Hertl. And here is a massive opportunity on the power play for the Carolina Hurricanes to win it. 2 minutes, Jeff. 2 minutes. Face-off coming up here now in the Golden Knights' end. About 3.5 minutes gone in the overtime frame. Carolina is 1 for 3 tonight. They have only 2 shots. One of them, though, has crossed the goal line. Face-off. Won by Carolina. Gostisbehere to Aho, a shot. What a block. Rebounds there. It's in on Lazone. Svechnikov fired it wide. He had an open corner, but couldn't tuck it. And the Golden Knights will dump it the other way. Freddie Anderson gives it up then for Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere for Jarvis. Here's Jarvis to Nikolai Ehlers off the boards to Svechnikov. Svech up top to Aho. Aho, right side. Sebastian Aho on the right circle up top to Shane Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere down low. Jarvis, he scores! We are tied. The series is tied. Canes get the win here in OT. Seth Jarvis on the power play. What a comeback. Another power play goal. It is Jarvis from Gostisbehere and Aho. Wow. What a phenomenal game. What a phenomenal series so far. We are guaranteed at least one more after the first 4. Seth Jarvis with the overtime winner, his 4th of the postseason, assisted by Shane Gostisbehere and Sebastian Aho. And the Hurricanes get the win. Wow. What a phenomenal game, and I'm excited to commentate game number 3, which will be on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Really looking forward to that. Seth Jarvis with the overtime winner. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you all for 7,200. We're going to keep on putting the work in. We are tied at 1 apiece here in this series. We're guaranteed a game 5. Let's hope it goes further than that. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next stream.